Oh, hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, Tanhony?
I'm doing all right. We don't do the intro anymore, so I'm not sure how to open these.
Yeah, how
So
about
you're
we
ready?
just how about we just start with what happened last time, huh?
Well, you told me what happened last time.
Last time, I got drunk and fucked up the recording, so we missed the O Death fight. Had like a
You
two
got
sentence
blackout drunk and
recap.
lost half an hour of his
I,
life.
I did not get blackout drunk, but I drank a whole bottle of wine and I fucked up and I'm really sorry. But we
My
defeated
mum.
O Death and we defeated Hannah Banana, and we made our way back to the shelter. And we were trying to get leads, trying to figure out what's going on with U2, where he is, all that. And we froze one of the enemies in ice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was
Oh,
that?
Death.
Oh, Death. Yeah.
The Charlie Chaplin guy.
So finally, we were
Chances,
like,
yeah.
you know what? We've had enough. Charlie Chaplin, you tell you two to meet us in the Stone Brick District, and we're just gonna settle this here and now. And then we had like a
Diamond unbreakable moment.
yeah, we had some like bonding moments, and then we called up everyone we've known, and then I don't remember if I did it outright or implied it, but Hayden also reached out to Yuzo, and we're basically gonna meet up with everyone, and I think it's morning now, and we're gonna try and meet up with our friends, and then fucking finish this thing because I'm sick of you two guys. I don't know about y'all, but
You're sick of me too.
yeah, I am.
Other people.
Tim.
I mean, I would agree. YouTube's policies, especially
I mean-
recently, have been really bad.
I think this will be our Me Too moment.
Wait, I don't know how to
That's-
respond to that.
What's going to happen in this fucking house?
I don't know what to say to
It
that.
is not an appropriate
It-
joke, I would
well-
say.
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ,
take down you two. It'll be Me Too now.
YouTube gets taken down, and then a new
This-
stand appears, and
this-
he's like, "I'm TikTok."
This joke still isn't appropriate,
Very
but we should
strange.
keep it up
Okay.
just in case.
I tried to change the
Alright,
subject to
Alright,
TikTok.
We'll
Damn it!
just call him. We'll call him Darnell Gumble.
What did I do? You're the one who made the inappropriate joke.
Yeah, I
No,
think
no,
we should
Barney,
cancel
no,
Stigma.
Barney Gumble is the guy from The Simpsons who drinks.
We canceled Stigma, so now he has to come back as fucking Mortis again.
No, I'm not.
What happened to Mortis? Tell us
Dude
the
seems
story.
overwhelmed.
Sorry, Dune. Dune, meet Jack. Jack, meet Dune.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Please, for the love of God, let's get into it.
Set the scene.
Okay, jeez, give me a fucking second.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that like. Oh God, I'm so bad.
Pissing me off.
Socializing.
Same Tanhony. Darnell wants to do it again.
I was just trying to come across like, oh fuck it. We play games.
This
Okay.
will be the last episode of Havoc Moon, and not for story reasons.
Shut up, guys. I'm awkward.
Welcome
We
back,
get it.
everyone.
Let's just
So-
go.
When we left off, you had all gathered at the house, which I totally remember the house number. Well, as you all also remember it, you don't need me to tell you.
Mhm.
So you and your allies have gathered outside. You said allies. Alexis, each again with a vine broom for each new person. Alexis, Sergeant O. Billy seems to have forgotten this guy's name. The bartender, Mr. Jackalope, Captain Morrow, Elijah.
Wah, wah.
He's not that bad. Jerry.
Fuck
Bradley.
yeah.
I actually don't remember Elijah. Oh wait, no, Elijah's the old man. Yeah.
Elijah's the immortal guy.
Yeah, and then
He was Captain Morrow's friend.
and then who was Jerry?
Jerry is the. Yeah. Who is Jerry Tan? I think I forgot about him.
Enemy
Gary's the
stand
guy who dated a 17-year-old, right?
What?
No, that's
Scott Pilgrim?
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Jerry, if you'll recall, has been your friend for so many sessions now. His stand enables him for other people, his friends, to forget about his existence periodically.
Oh yeah.
I think he made a movie about a bee once.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And Bradley Wright, his brother, and they've all gathered outside this small house in the Stone Brick District. And this is where you instructed Charlie Chances to tell you two to appear. So, how do you open?
Did we just leave him at the shelter?
Well, I think you sent him off to tell you two. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go.
So we're standing in front of the house, Dio's mansion style.
exactly. Like 10 fucking people.
All right, guys, listen. We've gathered you all here to put an end to this. And the man who's gonna tell you our plan? And then I step back and gesture to Aiko.
Wait, what?
You
What's the
got
plan,
this!
man? Says Mr. Jackalope. Tell us the stratagem you have devised, Mr. Way. Truly it will be the Rashfordy of the Ragnarok, says Captain Morrow.
In my canon, Hayden and Aiko came up with some crazy, like, crackhead plan when they were drunk, and Hayden has already forgotten it.
Well, in my version, Aego's gonna have something impromptu, but it's not impromptu. So I'm definitely not making it up impromptu.
Okay.
Now look,
What did he say?
you all received your tokens, didn't you?
Everyone starts looking at each other and like whisper, like, "Did you get a token?"
Everyone look
Bradley
inside.
grins. Of course, I got my frickin' token, man.
They all open their
Everyone.
envelopes, there's star chips from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Look inside your
Bradley alone is pretending that he got a token.
left breast pocket,
They do so. Where's he
and
going with this?
they'll find tiny walkie-talkies.
Where did you get
I love
these?
how instead of like earpieces, you opted for tiny walkie-talkie. So you have to like pinch it with your pinky.
What's going on?
They are walkie-talkies you can wear on your ear. I invented them last night.
I mean,
This guy's a genius. If only something like that already existed. Hayden's like pulling out earpieces.
I'll allow it, I guess. What the fuck?
I feel like Aego is just bought these from a store.
I'm gonna need you to roll for intelligence.
I think Aego just bought these from a store and is acting like he made them.
As you know, my stand, Flaming Lips,
Okay,
will be the
let's see if you
centerpiece
can
of
justify
this
it.
operation. You might
How
not
did you
know
make
this.
these? Says Alexis, like holding it up.
Don't worry about it. And everyone notices, a few flaming lips, flying out of their pockets.
Alright, mine has a
They
receipt
just
on it.
Come in there a few moments ago. No, there isn't. And there's no receipt burning as he speaks for flaming lips. Anyways, I've spread out a few cameras among my flaming lips. I had Hayden set me up with this, and he pulls out a customized phone with a lot of split screens to see what's going on through the cameras.
Oh, that's fine.
My flaming lips will have eyes all over the place soon enough.
Alright. So basically, we're gonna cast ourselves out like a net and try to catch this guy.
Well, it sounds like a good idea to me. Which way he's gonna? So, what's the plan? If he does show up, do we just beat him up?
Hold on. Everyone, you all lagged out for like the last 15 seconds. I need you to repeat.
So what do we do if he does show up? Says Alexis. We just beat him up or what? What's the plan?
Well, the main thing we have to get around is the fact that you two can manipulate time. Now, I'm not really up to date on my horror movies, but Alexis, is there any creature you have that might be able to affect time in some way or resist that change?
A horror movie that resists time? That's a big fucking ass, my guy.
Groundhog Day.
It's not a horror movie. I can try it, I guess, if you really want me to.
No, because it doesn't have to be like monsters or something.
Groundhog's kind of like a monster.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I was trying to think of monsters that are unaffected by time, and the only thing I could come up with is a vampire, but I don't know if that's exactly an
I
ace
would
in the
also
hole.
like to note Bill Murray was not immune to time in that movie.
He very much wasn't.
He was merely its puppet.
He was perhaps more susceptible to time than most people.
Well, no, he was the only one who could remember what happened in the loops.
He could get sent back in time.
Yeah, but he remembered what happened in the loops, and the others didn't, which could be useful if that happens to us.
Just like Jojo.
Just like Jojo.
Just like Jojo.
Billy O, another thing I was thinking, I'm no scientist, but your portals manipulate space, right?
They do.
If we had any big brains among us, I was wondering if there's a way we could manipulate the space transferring processes to avoid the times. Like, for example, if someone was inside one of your portals, do we know if they'd be affected by a change in time? We might be able to get the jump on them that way.
Well, how am I supposed to know that, Hayden? I've never exactly dealt with somebody who could alter time before.
I mean, technically, we did fight him once.
Hayden, are you asking?
Yeah,
Bilio
and we got
to
fucking stomped.
Hayden, are you asking Bilio to perform complex mathematical calculations on the fly?
Okay, that was my bad.
Listen. And Billy's going to step forward among the crowd. I think it would be in our best interests to play this by ear. Remember, we're not trying to jump you two and outright fight them. We're going to try to talk to them first.
What?
Maybe there's a way that we could have a peaceful conflict resolution. Huh?
And if that doesn't work out,
I think it's a good idea, says Sergeant O. I myself negotiated the Treaty of Versailles. You're not sure if he's
Which
joking.
one?
All of them. And they were all successes.
Take it from a man who's been through war like Sergeant O.
Thank you, Billy.
Violence is not always the way.
Sergeant O, which side did you fight for?
Oh no.
In which war?
The last one.
The last one? Well, we can only hope there'll be a final war. Just like when Godzilla fought all the other kaiju. I went to go see that movie when it first came out with my grandchildren. Oh, it must have been, 1998 or so.
But he had
When
grandchildren.
Godzilla...
Oh, 1998.
I'm sorry, did you guys adopt General Immortus from the Doom Patrol?
We found this guy who apparently won a past Havoc Moon game, but his only power is being immortal.
No, that
and he's
wasn't
kind of
me.
Insane.
You've confused two characters.
Oh, this is Sergeant O. Yeah, sorry, no,
Yes.
I totally forgot
Sergeant
Sergeant
O
O's
is part of
power.
I'm just
Radio
old. I'm not immortal.
You make like tunnels, right, Sergeant O?
Yeah, he makes tunnels throughout the city, and he also might be Billy's grandfather.
Allow me to recap. I created a tunnel between two places that occupies an alternate realm of existence. The distance is the same, but it's just a straight line with no possibility of intervention along the way.
Right.
That's how I get to the grocery store to buy my favorite groceries, garden chips.
And
Sergeant O, I got a quick question for you.
Yes?
When do you happen to have any pirates among your ancestors? I was reading a history book. I just remember the history book from my law school days.
Why, yes, I do. Why do you ask? I have proud pirate ancestry.
Oh, no reason.
well,
What did he mean by this?
I figure, Sergeant O, that you and Billio probably have the best powers to handle escape routes if things get hairy. Elijah and Captain Morgan, I'd probably want you guys on the front, like if we're trying to negotiate, since you guys have the best chances of...
One thing to note, my friend.
Of course.
My name's Morrow.
I'm so sorry. I just keep thinking of the
We've
alcohol
known each
after
other
last
for
night.
nearly for months now.
I got very familiar with some Captain Morgan last night with Aego. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean by this?
That's a type of vodka.
Speaking of Captain Morgan, I might have some right now. Hang on.
Sounds like a plan. Captain Morrow and Elijah, since Captain Morrow, you have like infinite stamina, and Elijah, you're immortal. You guys might be the best to meet you two if in case things go south. I really don't trust this whole negotiation plan.
We're going to be doing the Elijah speaks up. The negotiating? What if he freaking punches my head off, man? It hurts, man.
Well, you'll still be fine. I mean, I saw your head fall off before. It wasn't a big deal.
I don't like it, dude.
I think you and I should focus on trying to get the spear away from him, because if we can get the spear and stab him before he alters time, then that's game over for him.
Relax, Ellie. It'll be like breaking a nail for you.
I hate breaking my freaking nail, man.
Alright. How do you guys feel about that plan?
Sure. I mean, I just don't think it's a good idea to immediately come out swinging against you two, because he's definitely not.
No, that's
if you want...
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Continue.
I was just gonna say that's what I'm saying. Elijah and Morrow go investigate. You and Captain O ready to like plan escape routes, and then me and Stigma trying to locate and or snatch the spear.
Who
if
the
things go
hell is
bad.
Stigma?
Sorry, me and Aego trying to locate and snatch the spear if things go bad. And then
Alright.
Alexis,
Alright,
of course,
and
is our
here's our
muscle if we
backup
have to
plan.
get into a fight.
Here's a backup plan. Billy-O, you keep an
Yeah.
eye on wherever we're meeting with you two. If negotiations fail, you portal us all in at once and we'll dogpile them like the one gal at a frat party.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
What?
Okay, so your plan is Billy O's gonna meet him, and we're all gonna hide in a Billy O.
No,
portal?
I know. I was just wutting at the turn of phrase that Hago used there.
Yeah.
What about me? What am I meant to do? Sit here and jerk off? It's a
If-
joke, by the way.
Bradley,
Yes,
you
that's me.
can maybe suck the talent from you two, and I'm kind of gonna condescendingly pat him, like desperately trying to find a way for this guy to fit into the plan.
If you can somehow take away his talent to use his abilities, that would change everything. Even if it doesn't come to a fight, that would make things so much safer, but I don't want to put you in the line of fire in case things go wrong.
Hey, no worries, champ. That's short for champion, by the way. As long as I got line of sight, I can suck him dry.
Okay. And then, Jerry, you can pilot God if we need to go mobile.
Okay, well, you're familiar with my driving skills, so that won't be a problem.
Of course. How could we forget when you bailed us out all those times?
Hello, Jerry. You're my favorites.
Alright, so are we going with the
God
pile?
seems to remember Jerry perfectly well.
Are we piling into Billy O if he can hold us all in a portal, or are we doing like the everyone's got roles plan?
I mean, we could do both. I mean, I could portal whoever's in the house into a portal, and like, assuming like I could get out of the house, like make a portal outside, I could probably make another one. But it's we could pile in, but I don't think it's a good idea to have everybody in the house at once.
Yeah, sure.
Like we obviously we have Jerry on the outside
Mm-hmm.
with God. Bradley, I think, should be in the house because of how his ability works.
Alexa should probably guard him since he is probably our best bet.
Yeah.
Jerry, you
Alexa,
should befriend
Bradley
you too.
in house. Honestly, I think everybody else would probably be best standing guard outside in case anything goes wrong. Because they'll have the lock.
Jerry, befriend you too, and then take a spear while he forgets you.
I can't trick someone to being my friend, dude. That's not the kind of thing I believe in. I believe in real friendship and genuine connection. That's not the kind of guy I am, okay, Igo?
Wow, I could see the resolve in his eyes like diamonds.
Yeah.
Who are you again?
Fuck you, man. I'm getting God. Fucking... God's the only one who fucking understands me, and he's the only one who's actually worthy of knowing me, because he's the one who values me for myself and not for my fucking ability.
True Christian.
Unlike you. You're a piece of fucking shit, dude. He
God.
walks off the sitting God.
I smack Jerry. I say, "Hey, don't talk to my best friend like that."
Your best friend.
And Billy's gonna come over.
That used to be
Billy's
me,
gonna come
dude.
Hayden, you gotta stop smacking civilians. This guy didn't do anything.
It's like the first time I've smacked someone, I think.
Why are you hitting some
You gotta
random
stop, man.
stranger? Hayden?
You're out of control.
All right,
I'm implying that
Hayden's
Billy's
just picking
not that
fights in the streets now.
guys, we're almost 20 minutes in. I think it's go time.
All right, we'll pile into the house.
You enter the abode of Charlie Chance. It's a fairly small house. It's nice. It's like it's sort of an open plan sort of place. You ever seen the film The Invitation 2015? It's like the house from that.
Did you say it's Charlie Chaplin's house?
Charlie Chance's house.
Oh, so it's all like black and white?
Sure. There are paintings on the wall. They are also intentionally black and white. There's like these are copies of like actual paintings, but like grayscale.
Printed out, but he couldn't afford ink.
No, it's a fake choice.
Ah, I see.
He himself does not seem to be here, but the house is unlocked.
All right, guys. You guys ready?
I guess.
Ready as I'll ever be.
If things go to shit, I meant what I said earlier. You two are my best friends. I just wish Yuzo could have been here at the end with us.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, whatever happened
Hayden.
to that guy, he just kind of bailed on us.
Hayden, there you go. Listen, I appreciate you guys for giving me some sort of purpose these past few weeks. I mean it. And I also mean it when I say that I'm ready to die here, if it means that we save everybody.
Bro hug.
Yeah.
The circle.
Billy will funnel in.
Huddle bro hug.
Who are we? Wildcats.
1, 2, 3, Billios!
Oh.
Iago doesn't say Billios. He says IA goes.
we all say a different name. I say Billios, he says Iagos. Billios says something else.
Billy goes, oh, warmth.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, gross, dude. All right. Hey, let's get it, gamers. That's right.
Something like that.
As of today, you're all honorary gamers.
Iago steps out of the circle.
Tam, what does the interior look like?
I don't think Yuzo
like
wants to come back anymore.
It's a fairly modern sort of abode. Billy, it's 2 stories and sort of open plan sort of kitchen, dining area, like it's a little TV room. Upstairs, presumably, is bathroom and bedroom and stuff. And it's, as I mentioned, it's all black and white grayscale. Very intentionally. It's a choice.
Okay. All right. Billy's going to walk over to the table and take a seat at the head, kick his feet up.
Okay. So, just to make sure I understand correctly the positioning of people here. So, the main trio, you're all inside the house. Is everyone else coming in with you, or are they taking up positions elsewhere, or?
If I recall correctly... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Billy.
I think we said that Bradley and Alexis are coming in. Everybody else is outside.
Yes. Okay. Bradley and Alexis in, us 3 on guard. I assume Elijah, Morrow, and Alexis are going to be the ones to meet him, and Jerry's in the car. And then Sergeant O's probably hidden away somewhere in case we need to escape.
God, all of these people are gonna die.
Probably. Hopefully not Alexis, though, because she's fucking awesome.
Right, okay. Long minutes stretch on then, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. The time that you two, the time you gave Charlie chances to tell you two to show up, passes by a couple of minutes. Still nothing. Distance, you can hear police sirens, but it seems to be an entirely unrelated matter, of which the city is full of these days. Until finally, what your ears are sort of pricked for anyone to come through on the earpieces, but you do not hear that. You hear Iago's phone ring.
Oh.
Dude, it's not on silent?
What's your ringtone, by the way?
Iago ignores Hayden. He picks up the phone.
You can hear no breathing on the other end, but like background noise.
Iago
pigeons tweeting, sort of city sounds, basically.
Iago, doesn't speak either. He's gonna let the awkward silence hang. Who caves in first?
It hangs for a while. But finally, it seems your gambit does pay off.
I think I would have assumed this was a bot call and just
same.
And you hear a familiar voice on the other side that you've not heard for quite a while. Hi there, Iago, says you2. Heard you guys wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, just a friendly chat,
Sure.
By the way, it's on speakerphone now.
Well, I'm a busy guy. No reason we can't have a friendly chat over the phone, right?
What? Had a bad hair day? Don't want to us see your beautiful mug?
Well, you know perfectly well, as a stand, I don't have hair, but it's a good jest all the same. It'd be pretty stupid for me to walk into an ambush like that. You've got a lot of 10, 12 guys.
You two. We know things have to end one way or the other.
Finally, something we can agree upon.
If they can end without bloodshed, that's ideal, but I think now it's time to settle things. If, things go in our favor, obviously, hopefully everything goes back to normal, and if they don't, well then you don't have to deal with this anymore, but I'm tired of playing cat and mouse with these minions you're sending our way. Clearly it's not working. But I know you also feel like you can win us in a fight, so I think at this point you don't have anything to lose.
So what are you proposing? I come in there, beat you all up and take what I want?
Billy's going to interrupt. What about this? How about you just tell us why us, okay? We've heard it from the last lackeys that you sent, that we're some sort of key to winning the game. Are you afraid of us? Is that what it is?
Great. No, we love you guys. You're so interesting. But at this point, it's time for loose ends to be wrapped up, you know? We're nearing the conclusion of the whole thing. I mean, like...
So what makes us special, us three? Why does killing us make you win the whole game?
You guys, at this point, you guys have been in the game the longest out of the existing players. You guys are number one after you took care of Charlie Chances and his guys.
Yeah, like main characters, right?
Exactly.
So what's the win condition? How do we end this game?
The win condition, well, for you, I'm afraid there isn't much of a win condition, because I don't want to tell you that. Because my win condition at this point is beating you. By doing so, I automatically win. Then, the game ends.
Well, then let's speed that up. We've beat whatever you've thrown at us so far. What makes you think that we can't kick your ass right here and now?
Well, for one, I'm not with you right here and now. And you're going to have a hard time punching me through the phone, I imagine.
That's why I'm saying you should come down and meet us.
Listen, you two. We know your symbiosis with the Havoc Moon game isn't perfect. The longer you stall things out, the more chance we have of the Havoc Moon game itself breaking free and letting us win and end this thing. So you better come here and finish it, or we're gonna do it one way or another.
Funny you should mention that, my guy. You know the military perimeter, it's keeping everyone down, the lockdown, the boys in blue?
Yeah.
I actually had a little bit of a chat with them earlier today. You see, well, I'm a pretty friendly guy, I like to think. I have made what we in the biz call a threat. You see, well, less of a threat, more of a promise, because I didn't actually tell them what they needed to do. But basically, if things continue like this for another 24 hours, the signal, the message, the invitation that was broadcast across Malurna City is going to be broadcast again on a wider scale.
You wouldn't.
You see, my symbiosis, as you called it, it's pretty damn good. I think I could manage it maybe on the eastern seaboard, maybe the whole country. Not the whole world yet, probably, but I can cause a little bit of trouble.
So what's your stipulation? You want us dead, right? If you kill us, then this all stops.
Basically, yeah. So, I think they're pretty eager to kill me, though, of course, but they don't know where in the city I am, so... You know, some drastic measures might be... That's the intended conclusion to the plot, but we'll have to see, I guess.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they'll get you in the process.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure they'll get you in the process either way, though.
Well, you seem like a kind of guy that enjoys an interesting story, right?
I do.
Well, why not throw us a bone, then? It's something that we could work off of. Make it into another game. Where are you?
He's been quiet for a long time. He seems to be considering this. The game, you say?
Yeah. If you're so, I don't know, omnipotent and confident that you can kill us as easily as you can, then why not toy with us for a little while? I mean, what are we going to do? Just stand here and wait? And what kind of story is that going to be, right? You said it yourself. You wouldn't send all these people after us if it wasn't so fun to watch.
Got a point there. Well, you know, it's like you say, really. I've got a little the military waiting in the wings if things don't end up well today, but it's not much of a story without a final battle, you know. So it's the kind of story we're playing.
Your game plan is that the military will nuke us to stop the spread of the Havoc Moon game before it can happen, right?
Yeah, I'm honest, I don't really care about spreading the Havoc Moon game. At this point, I just want the fucking thing to end so I can get what I want.
Well, that's not going to work too well if the Havoc Moon game's already spread outside the city. You see, when I first saw that ad on my phone, I took a screenshot of it. And if you don't come and meet us here within 1 hour, I'm going to upload that to the Xbox game forums. And then your threat doesn't hold any water. It'll already be everywhere. I'll put it all over Reddit. r/gaming. I'm a moderator. That's my big reveal.
No, not.
Are you fucking insane?
I'll make it a pinned message, bitch! And then what's your threat gonna do? It'll be too late! So come and get us!
He hangs up.
That works too, Aiden. I thought we were actually going to get somewhere more low-key, but you're crazy.
He hangs up.
I'm just tired of it all, Billy. Nuked. He's threatening us. He's toying with us. I'm tired of it. The way he plays with people. It's here and now.
Well,
I knew becoming a Reddit moderator would one day put me in a position to save the world.
Yeah, Billy's going to be slightly uncomfortable by his...
I fucking hate this campaign. Reddit is an important part of the plot now.
So,
we can't ever do this again.
Wait.
After he hangs up the phone, you hear several things in quick succession. You hear the sirens I described earlier that seem to be growing louder as they're coming towards this location. And then you hear as something hits the ground outside, and you hear like a babble of alerts over your earpieces as the people post outside all cry out in alarm. And things seem to be kicking off outside. You can't tell in what respect, but they definitely seem to be.
Billy's going to run to the window.
So you look out that window, and outside you see, pulling up rapidly, a bunch of police cars. Well, like 2 cops per car, like 6 cars. So there's like eight people.
That's not how that math works.
Well, whatever. 2
people per car, 6 cars, 8 people.
12 people.
Guy who didn't do his multiplication.
Cops aren't people, so I lost count.
Based.
12 cops, but one cop in particular you see stepping out with big handlebar mustache. You've not seen this man in quite some time. It's Chief Xander Klaus.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Don't let him go, Johnny. It's time to end this.
Oh my god, he had his own character arc.
Johnny nods eagerly next to him, and you see that someone else is in the back of the car with him. If you remember the senator from the House of Superliminalism, who is wiping you guys' memory, he has also arrived.
Wait, didn't we retire him?
No,
I made the trade and I had to bust out.
Yeah, you stole guard and drove away.
Oh, yeah.
It's the feds.
Sorry about this, boys, but I'm aiming for number 1 on that leaderboard. Yeah, boss, says Johnny. He's sort of hunched over for shotgun. Now, it's only you 3 I'm going to be needing to take out, so why don't you step out and make things easy so we don't have to hurt your friends here.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
Why? I just can't wrap my head around the fact that why would you pit yourselves against us? U2 is using you.
I'm happy to use if it gets me what I want. Taste of that sweet, sweet immortality.
What?
It's the prize for the Havoc Moon game. I'm sure that guy knows. He sort of nods to Elijah.
Wait, does that mean Morrow's also immortal?
I would appear so.
So Elijah just doesn't have any other power?
He mentioned he wasn't a stand user.
How was he in the... Fair enough.
He was a +1.
+1 to Morrow.
Yeah, he was his bestie.
Oh, Lord.
Why did you bring him?
We didn't know that immortality was the prize. We thought he was the only immortal. We thought that was his power specifically.
Yeah.
Because what we understood was winning the game just let you keep your stand.
Chief, we have a good report going back, right? You let us go how many times? Just answer me this.
You get 1 free. That's the Johnny rule.
What good is being immortal in a world that's gone to shit? Huh?
Well, you live forever, for one. You never have to worry about dying. It's pretty good. Like, world goes to shit doesn't really affect you. Your world's happy as roses, where I see it.
Have you
with nobody around?
Elijah, you want to tell him what happens once you became immortal?
He points at Hayden. This guy made me cut my fucking leg off, dude.
Captain Xanderclass, have you ever read any piece of fiction involving an immortal?
I don't do that reading business, I'll have you know, boy.
The time for words is over.
The only book I read, he puts a hand over his heart, Here's the Bible of superliminalism.
I thought I was just gonna say the Bible.
I remembered I was in a cult.
Guys.
Enough of this, says the senator from the back seat. Enough jabbering your jaws. Let's just kill him and get it over with.
Okay, I really like the idea that his cult is formed around liminalism.
Superliminalism.
I'm just looking at pictures now. This is his holy place.
It is at this point that I try to expertly, like, subtly text within my hoodie pocket Alexis, and I'm like, go time.
So you hear, so she remains in the house behind. Well, she's in the house with you, I believe. Is that right?
Oh, you know what she should do? You know what would be cool, Tan?
What?
We should have everyone run in the house, and then she should use her stand to do Monster House.
What, eat you?
What?
Well, you can do that. That's a play.
Yeah, no, that's a horror movie, and then it could be like our fort to eat all the cops. Guys, I'm just saying, that's my idea. I'm open to suggestions.
Let's say times for you're in VATS right now.
Yeah.
I will say I do support cop killing.
And I also love the movie Monster House.
I've never seen it.
I like the point.
What you get from the lore is that there is a monster house.
So basically, it's a house where this guy buried his dead wife, so it comes to life, so it can like open up floorboards and like lash rugs and like shake things and like shoot out arms and stuff and attack them. It's literally a monster house.
Meanwhile, Aigo was thanking that strange voice in the air for taking the controversy away from him.
Last I checked, Monster House is not mobile, correct?
No.
What controversy?
But it can like roll out the rug of the
about?
front and like bring people into it.
Wait, can it drag itself by like its house arms?
I think it can, but it doesn't do that till like the end of the movie. I don't know. I actually haven't seen Monster House in years, but I do love that movie.
Okay.
Anyway, my point is turning the house into like an enemy that would also act as our fort to protect us. Seems like a decent plan.
I was going to suggest Baba Yaga, which is a
that's
European
good.
myth, because the house in there can move.
I was also thinking of that.
Let's do Baba Yaga. That's a better idea.
You could also summon the fucking Gabriel from Malignant who specializes in killing cops.
All of these are good options.
Sexual advantage.
I like Baba Yaga though the most. Let's do that. I go, everyone in the house! Jerry, except for you.
What? Well, he drives off in God.
Alright, go, everybody go!
They pile into the house as the cops open fire, bullets flooding into the door and shut it. Alexa's like, okay, we're in the house. What do we do now? This isn't bulletproof.
Baba Yaga, let's do it! Stomp on them!
Bobby, okay. And she sort of like thrusts her hands out, like her stand comes out, and it transforms, or like melts into the floor as you feel like the house grow warm around you, like you're inside a living body. And then the whole place shakes. You can't see this, of course, but two fucking chicken legs have sprouted from the bottom. And the house then continues to shake, but perhaps even more violently, as if we were in a fucking airplane experiencing turbulence, knocking you all like sliding across the floor like fucking Skyrim ragdolls, as the house flees down the highway, following God and Jerry.
Let's do it.
Alexa seems to be focusing all attention on like maintaining this chicken house. We going somewhere or just running around?
I was hoping
just keep moving.
I was hoping to stomp the cop cars, but this works too.
I go tells Billy, hey, you and me to the roof.
Roof? Gotcha. And I'm gonna pop open a portal outside of the window and portal us onto the roof.
All right. And then Aigo lays out a plan where he and Billy will basically act as turrets.
Yes.
Aigo, gushing out, giant spikes of ice or fireballs that Billy can portal to whatever they see.
Correct.
Chasing them.
Okay, so the cop cars are chasing you down the road as the chicken follows after God, who's been driven by Jerry. You two are on the roof. Hayden, what will you do? Because we're about to roll for initiative. I want everyone to get into like fucking position here.
Hayden is going to, in one more attempt, try and call Yuzo again.
You call, but the phone seems busy. It doesn't even ring. It just goes. It's like voicemail.
Damn it! I leave a voicemail. I go, Yuzo, it's me, Hayden. Listen, I know you left a while ago, and we haven't talked, and I know chances are low that you'll probably even answer this when you see it's me, but if you do hear this, we really need you, man. Please. And then I hang up and prepare for battle.
So if User were to listen back to this, he would also hear the hounds screaming and like things slamming into each other as everyone flies around in the background from the chicken house running.
I do include that we are, if you're looking for us, we're the house with giant chicken legs. And then I hang up. I will, if they're going on the roof, I'm gonna open the front door. No, I'm not. Wait, I have a melee stand. I can't really do anything right now. I'm just gonna get ready. I guess I enter a stance.
It's like fucking Jolie.
Actually, you know what I can do? I can open the door and I can throw furniture out with sloth rust. That's about all I got.
Do the thing Jotaro did with like the iron balls and flinging them at the rats.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's. I'll start breaking down some furniture into little pieces and doing like the Jotaro flick. That's smart.
Okay, it's time for roll for initiative, guys.
All right. So for me, that's D6 plus D8.
So there are going to be there's some like generic police in this will also be like ultimately at 6 here.
All right. I would just bundle. Yeah, I was gonna say bundle them in the one roll, and I would say don't bother with the NPCs that you're not gonna have fight. Like I don't think we need a Sergeant O roll or anything.
You always need a Sergeant O roll.
All right. So that's.
We need 3 O's.
Bilio 17. Jesus Christ. I go 7. Police 6.
This is going to be for Xander Close, this one.
Oh, whoops.
Wait, no, why am I fucking rolling strength and power? He's so eager to attack. His dex plus speed, right? So
yeah.
E4 plus D4 for this slow boy.
He's also 7, but I assume he has less dex than Iago.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll put...
It will be very difficult for anyone to have less dex than this guy.
Alright.
And then this is for the senator. Sorry about this.
It's okay. I just feel bad for Jack. I'm trying to get him in as soon as possible.
That sounds like Tanhony's job.
How much dex does the senator have? D8?
Dex 8.
Alright, so he goes before me. So I'm last. Alright, Billy, I think you're opening.
Yes. Standing on the roof, Billy is going to open 2 rows of portals. One directly across the road, horizontal, as many as possible, and another a few feet away. And they're slightly large portals, so this is going to take like a large chunk of his, skin off, but for temporarily. But the intent here is that when the cars drive through, they will fall into the one set of portals and come out the other end with enough velocity that they will be launched into the air. And then on Iago's turn, he can flaming lips or, fire at them. Essentially, they'll be in a nice, like, destructive... Either way, they'll fall to the ground. But he could possibly combo off of that.
Smart.
I'm just making a note of how many police cars there are.
What's that?
I'm just noting how many police cars there are. 6 after you, by the way. Okay, well, for this move, I would say roll that as an attack. Yeah, roll at accuracy. And then we'll do like a sort of saving roll for each.
I believe for you that's D12 plus D12 plus 2, and then your attack's just the same but minus 2 or something.
Yeah, so just roll your accuracy roll.
Alright.
Oh, I don't actually have the fucking rule book pulled up because I'm an idiot, but I think I remember my own rolls. Alright, 12 to hit. Okay,
so that hits the normal police here. They go down into the portals and launch out at crazy angles. So that hits everyone, actually. So yeah, they all go flying out at crazy angles. Some of them regain control, but roll for your damaging, because Xander Klaus and the Senator are in the same car here, so this will sort of damage them both in the car. Okay. And Xander Klaus is the one driving, so yeah, that hits. And you see it slam down sort of on the front of it, like windscreen. You see him slam against the face. It looks painful. He takes 7 points of damage there.
7?
Yeah.
Damn, nice hit.
Thank you.
And then, unfortunately, it doesn't quite fall upside down, but it falls like back again. And even with the piece, he continues driving, with the other police cars regaining control behind him. But you have done damage to this man who is after you.
What about some of the
Did
other...
did I permanently get rid of any police cars or no?
Roll another damage just to see your damage to the other police cars here.
Okay.
Dan, don't forget to loop the music.
Yeah, well, I'm doing a lot of stuff. Hold on.
That's okay. I'm sorry, buddy.
This fucking bot doesn't let me loop the music anymore, so...
Oh, I thought it was just me who couldn't hear the music. Okay, glad it's not just me.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, so that damage was You don't quite get any of that, but the other cards are very banged up here.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Ego then and be like, "It's all you. I did what I could."
All right. He sends, he has his clouds of insects pouring from his back, and he has them gush out flames, that obviously stream through the portals.
Right. Okay. So we just like curtain of flame against the cars here.
That does match the initiative. I think that hits.
It hits the other police cars. It doesn't hit Zanderklaus'
Right.
car.
I've already says, I call this one He calls this flaming move Californication.
That's what's
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! What does that mean?
It's a song.
Joke about California wildfires.
Oh, right.
It's about turning into California.
So yeah, this is a devastating move. So two of the police cars, not Zanderklaus's body, he sort of escapes this. He swerves with like fucking crazy maneuvers to get past the fire. But you hear two of the others blow up. You don't see it because of the obscuring flames. The others that come through are heavily damaged. One veers off, seemingly giving up the chase. So it's now 3 cars, including Zanderklaus.
Nice. And I think with that, it does go to Zanderklaus.
Zanderklaus, as he's driving, he sort of leans out the driver's. He punches out the driver's window. It's already cracked. Like reaches down and like snatches up a destroyed piece of one of his comrades' car, like the front bumper, let's say, and sort of he points it very strangely towards you, Iago, and then it disappears from his hand. For a second, you think it's teleported, but no, it's just suddenly been flung forward at like an absurdly high speed directly towards you, like a straight line. So he's going to roll for his attack here. Strength plus power -1.
He's got the same stand type as me.
So it's the same kind of stand with the Sloth Rust. Oof.
I should have my Havoc Moon fucking...
So, Iago, you've quite clearly dodged this magnificently. Please tell me how you did this.
Look, I think, back in the day, Iago was feeling a rash, spreading all across his body, his skin almost cracking like, fault lines.
Wait, what?
And now,
Hold on, let me cook.
And now it seems that the culmination of this was the awakening of an ability he'd had for so long but never used, as he doesn't even move.
Gymnastics.
Oh,
No,
it's his second ability on his stand he never used.
Yes. As he doesn't even move. And for a moment it looks like it pierced right through his chest until you realize, no. He turned his body into flaming lips. And he just let it pass through him.
Fantastic. He's like a fucking One Piece face. His eyes get bulged out as he sees this. He can't quite believe it.
It just looks like there's a hole. It just looks like there's a perfectly circular hole in his chest.
Holy shit.
Billy, you for a moment probably think that he has been killed.
What the fuck? Billy's just in shock.
In this moment, gritting his teeth with frustration, Zanderklaus just reaches up and grabs out just the sunglasses over his own head and points those, but this time at you, Billy. while your attention has been momentarily diverted by this bizarre sight, and he will fire the sunglasses at you, which does not hit. Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking good at this. You're all good. So how
instinct dodge them?
Oh, you just move your head slightly.
Yeah.
You move your head slightly, and the sunglasses, even though these are obviously not a weapon, lodge into the wall behind you, like up one spectacle deep. So, which would have been your head.
I'm just gonna cross my arms silently and look at this guy, and I'm gonna be like, I'll like gesture towards him, like come here, bring it on.
I'm trying to get over there, you punk. I'm driving. And next, the other cops are gonna make their move. That's like the people in the passengers whip out their pistols and fire upon. Well, there's 3 cars, one of which is Anarchist. The other 2 fireable cops, basically, are going to fire upon Igo and Billy, who are the most readily available targets here. So let me just get their stats up to roll for these generic copmen. I'm going to be doing a pistol attack, which is Dex +2, so a D6 +2. Which, let me just have a look. It cannot possibly hit Billy. But will it hit Igo is the problem. It does not. Igo, the bullets miss you completely for the first cop. There is a second cop firing, though, and we want to keep in mind. And this one is closer, a little too close for comfort, but these bullets also do not hit the pair of you either.
Oh.
Okay, and with that,
lay off the donuts. This is bad. Like bad poor showing from U.S. law enforcement in this fight.
I can't believe they're not competent.
Who knew?
But the U.S. law enforcement is not giving the best show. Let's see what the U.S. Senator can do.
Yes.
Did we
so
ever...
he leans on the back. Sorry.
I was going to ask if we ever established what state Malerna City's in. Like, what state is he a senator from?
It's ambiguous.
Oh, I see.
It's not even clear if this is his state. But yeah, so it takes a few tries because he's just like a little senator man. But he kicks out the back window of the car he's sitting in, and he doesn't come out with a gun or anything. He's like his weird sort of hazy, indistinct black stand sort of leans out with him. And the last time you encountered this, it was using an attack that made all you have amnesia. If you'll remember that, I don't imagine you will.
Yes, yes, I do.
But this time it does something different. It seems to reach into its own head, pull this like weird strobing light orb out of its skull, and its head flicks between you, Billy, and you, Iego, as if to determine a target, before flinging this like a frisbee at Iego. Let's see how it does with that. This is a strength plus power for this one as well. Just roll for that. Sorry about this. It's taking me fucking ages every time. Iego, it just fucking misses you. It slams harmlessly into the door frame like above you. Well, net behind you even, because you're not in the house at all, from what I'm saying, on the roof. And it doesn't even like leave a burn mark or anything, so you're not really sure what that attack was meant to do even. But it is, of course, going to try and do it again. It seems intent on getting you specifically with this Iego. Oh, does that hit?
Yeah, I think so. Equals his
That
initiative.
hits. Now, let's see if it does any fucking damage, because things could get a little gnarly.
At least Iego has more HP now.
Yes, he's hardened his resolve, and his body has matched it.
Iego getting fucked up is just a Havoc Moon tradition at this point.
What is Iego's defense?
6.
Let me check again.
6.
Is it 6?
Yeah, so that would put you at 12 out of 20.
So Iego, the way this attack works, this does not actually do any damage to you.
Oh.
But you do recall what really has been going on here. You remember how these guys, your so-called friends, actually betrayed you in the past and left you to die. and you remember how your good friend, the senator, this upstanding US citizen, rescued you and recruited you as a secret spy to betray these people when it became necessary. You realise that Billy standing next to you, that's not your friend. That's your fucking adversary. And you must defeat him.
I knew Billy was a gamer after all, just
You
like
remember these
Hayden.
people are all fucking gamers, and you're horrified.
What? Huh? What did you say, Iago?
Gamer.
What?
It's like fucking Winter Soldier, like, gamer.
The phrase is activated.
Shit. Are you alright? I mean, you took that thing head on.
Hayden, it's now your turn. You've witnessed... Well, I don't know if you witnessed this because you're not on the fucking route, but you saw like a light frisbee fly up and hit something.
I try to look for where that light frisbee came from. Can I spot that car with the senator?
Oh yeah, you can see this car very easily. It's pursuing you very closely.
Alright. Sloth Rust is going to grab, the refrigerator and try and throw it down on that car.
Alexis winces as you pull through the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's like the... Oh, sorry.
Oh,
And then
my stomach!
And then he's gonna try and toss it on the front of that car to, smash it. And ideally smash the senator.
And Xanderclass, presumably.
Yeah. Anyone who gets fucked.
Okay, no one who gets fucked gets fucked. He dies.
2d12 minus 1, because I upped my strength. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that fucking hits. Roll for damage.
12 plus 1, that's 15 damage.
I'm pretty sure that hits Chief Xanderclass so much. Yeah, so that is going to do another 7 damage to this man and his car. So yeah, there's a big fucking dent in the front of the car as the fridge sort of rolls over the car and flies off down the highway. Then you can see one of the wheels is sort of now a wreck. Sparks picking up, but Xanderclaus is mega determined, and you see him press a hand. Oh no, he doesn't do that actually. No, that's not his turn. That's not something he can do on your turn. But he's single-mindedly coming towards you guys. Still, he's as fast as this ruined car will take him.
Who's driving, him or the senator, or just a cop?
He's driving. Senator's in the backseat.
So for my second action, Hayden's going to take off the doorknob of the door with Sloth Rust, and then he's going to have the door open.
Alexis holds a hands to it in pain.
And then he's going to open the door, so he see the sky above him. He's probably 20, 30 feet in the air, and he's going to lay his body down flat like a sniper, and the front half of his, the front third, I'd say, of his body is hanging out in the air. It's pretty precarious, but he fucking holds out the knob in one hand, and with the other he's got it in a flicking motion, and he squints one eye, and he's gonna try and snipe Xanderclass's fucking head.
Okay, so...
With the ball trick Jack mentioned earlier.
Okay. Roll for accuracy.
Alright. 2d12 minus 1. That's a 9 to hit.
9, I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah, and roll for damage.
10.
Let's see, with 10, I'm pretty sure that hits. Depends how... Yeah, it hits, but it's a minor shot. He moves his head at the last second, so rather than hitting between the eyes, you slice off the side of his ear and scrape his ear away. It's gruesome to be sure, but not the fatal wound you were hoping for.
Damn.
And he sort of there's no tactical advantage to what he does, but in pure fury, he slams his hand on the horse. Like fucking road rage.
Alright, shall we start our initiative?
Alexis looks up at the sound of the horse oh, do I stop?
No! Should we roll our initiatives from the top?
Have we been doing that? I don't really remember.
We have.
Okay. Before we do that, however, you guys hear something. There's a new sound in this space right after that frantic horn. You hear the fucking blades of a helicopter.
Oh no.
Not from behind you, but from ahead of you. Billy and Iago, if you have the mental wherewithal to sort of check, as you notice it first, as a helicopter coming towards you guys, sort of civilian marked with the letters SWF on the side. And the doors to the helicopter opens, and a mysterious figure appears, standing, hanging off it. One wearing sunglasses, strangely familiar, if not for these mysterious sunglasses. And in their hand, they're holding a long, thin object wrapped in billowing bandages. Who could this be? He takes off the sunglasses. Who is it?
It's none other than Yuzo Kayama, back from the dead.
Literally, he was fighting vampires.
You hear Sergeant O in your earpiece. Oh, who's that?
Billy's just not gonna register this. He's gotta look at him and look back to the police cars and look to Iago, who's like presumably trying to kill him right now. He's like, Iago, who the hell is this?
It's the worst gamer of them all. Yuzo Kayama.
Who?
I flick a middle finger. Flick a middle finger towards Iago.
Does Hayden see his old pal?
There's a back window. I suppose you can see. Yeah.
Fucking.
I want to jump off of the helicopter, and as I'm like falling, I want to like summon a bunch of those object balls in front of me and fire like a shotgun blast to try and take out a bunch of cops at once.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna let you roll for your attack because that's fucking sick.
Let's see. I believe that it's been a hot minute, so bear with me.
You were assassin type, so
yeah, so that's Dex and speed.
Dex plus speed plus 1. Oh yeah, it should have been plus 1 for you as well. Oh no, you're magician, right, Billio?
I'm assassin.
Oh, you should have been doing plus 1 and minus 1. So it's plus 1 accuracy, minus 1 damage for you.
Me?
Yeah, so 2d12 plus
I've been rolling correctly.
Okay, cool. I got confused then.
Is that how it works? I kind of
Just
forgot.
slash and then
you have to click the little command header that pops up.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they reworked how bots on Discord work, so I forgot about that.
Yeah, it kept breaking.
Yeah, so it'll be /R, you'll hit command when it pops up, and then it's 1d10 plus 1d12 plus 1.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, wait.
No spaces between them, though.
No spaces.
Oh, okay.
You got this.
You can do it. It's like riding a bike.
Hey!
Okay, there we go.
Nice. And that does hit. So roll for your damage on these two ordinary cop cars. So you're looking to beat a defense to 6 here, which I don't imagine will be a fucking issue, if I'm honest. Yeah, so you hit these two mundane cop cars, the ones without fucking freaks driving them, and they blow up, flip off, and are left behind. As in the same moment you land in a fucking superhero pose on top of the Baba
It's like the fucking
pants.
Blade pose.
Exactly. Presumably in between Iago and Billy.
Got the Blade.
Now I get a second attack, right?
Yes.
But this time we haven't actually started turn on yet.
Okay.
We're now going to roll for initiative. That was you coming in.
Okay.
How come when I look
And
up Blade
that's-
landing, I'm not getting the Blade?
My initiative is Dex and speed, right?
And that's everyone's initiative, but yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
This is going to be Xander Klaus here now with his shitty fucking dex and shitty fucking speed.
Like, damn it! How does Discord not have a GIF of the Blade land?
And this is the this is the senator now. I'm doing for the second one.
Oh, are we re-rolling our initiatives?
Yeah.
All right. So for me, that's
It seems Villain Iago is truly the strongest.
Jesus
version
Christ,
of him.
Hayden. All right, so Iago got 15. What did Billy get?
I'm rolling now.
Billy's done yet.
13 was the senator, you said?
Fuck.
Yes, and the 4 was Xander Klaus.
And then I was 2. And then what was Yuzo, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the turn order there then.
I go your move.
Yeah, there you go. How will you destroy these fucking gamers?
Long time no see, Kayama.
I look towards Iago with like an eyebrow raised.
Does it say anything?
Not really, no.
I think the most fucked up part of this campaign is I now see the name Iago, and my first instinct is Iago because of fucking Stigma.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the right way.
I know. It's genuinely offensive.
It's the right way.
That's a cultural name, Stigma.
It's the right way.
I guess it's the right way.
Anyway,
And,
anyway,
cold shoulder, eh? Let me help you with that as he stomps on the ground and
Talking about
a
it, user
trail.
comes back only to be killed by a
Yes, and a trail of ice, that is kind of jutting along, both down and up, with like a swarm of his bugs towards Kayama.
you never did like my name, did you, Yuzo?
So it's like some fucking Todoroki from My Hero shit.
Yes.
Like I
now that his
imagine like the
body
line
is
of
bugged.
ice springing up from the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That is a hit.
So yeah, it is. So roll how
don't
much
die.
you damaged your just returned friend user.
Jesus!
Christ.
That puts him at half health.
Yuzo, to be honest, this is probably not what you expected when you jumped in like a fucking badass to greet your friends again. You immediately
Yeah, I feel
fucking
cheated.
slammed into like some fucking ice attack from your good friend Diego and sent flying back to where you slam into Billy.
Should we give Yuzo
Whoa,
like a
you don't
badass
know.
one-time only auto dodge or something so he doesn't immediately die because Iago got
Yeah,
mind controlled?
I like Iago getting the cool moment.
Of course you like it.
Oh no!
Exactly.
Okay, Aiga, you do have another action as well. Please have fucking mercy.
It's like that moment
It's
where
up to-
it's like that moment for Hayden, in Chainsaw Man when he's like waiting for the bomb girl to show up and then she gets killed before she can arrive. He's like, Yuzo, you're coming, right? He's like getting murdered by Aigo.
Yuzo, I will give you. I will
yeah.
say, over your course of the journeys, you did acquire a single turnaround.
I think Billy's gonna not understand what's going on here and immediately like gear up to fight Yuzo.
Oh, please don't.
Good friend Diego doing this. I obviously Yuzo could talk him out of this, but Billy, this is what Billy would do.
I'm
It is
It was a
bizarre
strange
situation.
but, like,
Hey, who
can
the
you
hell
say
are
something
you?
about-
I glance over to Billy and I'm like, did Hayden never talk about his good friend Yuzo?
No.
Yes, he did!
Right now,
Yeah, that was a lie!
As if Billy would remember.
Oh,
I
That
mean,
sounds
talked
like a
like
that sounds
once, maybe.
exactly like a trap.
If that
I'm so sorry,
I
Jack.
hated
the villains must have gotten sloppier if that's the traps that they've been using against you.
I'm Hayden's good friend, and if Iago's attacking you, then there has to be a reason.
There also can just not be a reason, because Iago's a bit of a cunt from what I remember.
That is true.
Oh,
also, there goes our
How dare
monetization for
you.
this episode.
Let's be honest, it was never fucking monetized. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh, Lord. God damn.
You can't just say that about my good friend Iago.
He can't.
Diego is watching this, presumably just in silence.
I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to explain yourself, or I'm gonna throw you down there with the cops.
Jack goes,
Name's Yuzo Kayama from the Speedwagon Foundation. I used to help out your friends Hayden and Iago. Looks like right now Iago's being controlled by an enemy stand.
That's bullshit. There's no way. When would he have gotten the? And Billy's gonna suddenly remember that he was
Look at
hit
that
with
so Raven vision.
the thing. Oh, you mean the orb?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that would
Do you
probably...
trust me? Can you at least trust me for the next 5 minutes until I can prove myself?
Billy's at this point looking at Iago, who's looking at him fiercely, and Billy's gonna be like, "Yeah, that would probably explain why he looks like he's about to fucking murder me right now."
Yeah, so So, like I said, trust me for the next 5 minutes. I'll prove myself later. Deal?
Hey, you don't have to make deals with me. And Billy pats him on the back, immediately trusting this guy, flip-flopping.
Oh, yeah,
You're a
Ken,
lot,
what were you about to say
you're a lot
before,
easier to deal with than the other two, I've got to admit.
Billio's real
Listen,
stand, swing
Friendship
vote.
we never fucking expected.
It's too much brain power to use to have to figure out who I can and can't trust. I just go based off instinct. And right now, I really don't have much of that to go off of. And he's going to look over at the... How many cop cars are left, Tan? Like,
Just the
still
one at this
6.
point.
Oh, just... Okay, yeah. But
Oh, yeah,
it's the
Ken,
one-
what were you saying? You said something about turn, but I couldn't catch what you said.
He said that Jack has a turnaround stored up.
Yeah, over the course of his journeys outside the city, he's acquired a single turnaround, just so he doesn't fucking insta-die.
the one cop car is the one that has the senator and Klaus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xander Klaus is driving it, Senator's in the back.
Okay.
The Senator's the one with the mind control stand, right?
Yes, he hits Aegos and false memories.
I can't believe he pulled out the fucking Kiriyoshi Kage's second stand ability, because the original stand is he roars and then we forget what happens for a while.
It's a memory stand.
So remember those balls I shot off earlier?
I do.
2 of them are now perfectly positioned around the car that the Senator is in. And another object ball flies down, smacks into one of them, and starts bouncing back and forth, like trying to smack the Senator across the head several times over
Like
until it knocks him
pinball?
unconscious.
Like,
Yes.
the point score
As this
starts
is
racking up.
occurring, as this is occurring during Aegos' turn, can I take it this will be your turnaround?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, roll for attack against this US representative.
This U.S.
If
senator.
there's anyone I'd want to hit with a pool ball, it's a U.S. Senator.
Jesus! You fucking hit him. You hit him.
Okay, I feel
Roll
like
for
there's better things
damage.
to use.
Now kill.
And we get a one-hit kill. This will be fantastic if so. Ooh, not quite. So, if it's equal, does that hit? Remind me?
I think it's
Well,
just damage
well,
minus
it's
defense.
well, yeah, so it is-
But it is a turnaround if you want to give him a damage. I mean, that's up to you. You're the DM.
Unfortunately, I cannot, but the fact that the attack happened alone is already a bit. But you bounce, it launches right towards his face, like from an unexpected angle. But Yuzo, that shadowy, indistinct stand of his, which, if I remember correctly now, it was Insane Clown Posse, appears and grabs it out of the air right before it would have hit him in the face.
Was his stand Insane Clown Posse? Or
That
is
was his
Yuzo's
name.
stand?
I don't. Insane Clown Posse is the senator's name. I don't know if it ever got revealed, but that's what it's called.
No, that wasn't revealed. I would remember.
I would have remembered that. Yeah.
And he looks up at you,
Senator
Yuzo. You can't
Posse.
quite hear him from this distance because he is far away in a cop car. But you see from your training in the speedrun profession, you can like read his lips. And he says, "I'm guessing you didn't vote for me then."
I just stick up my middle finger at him.
A lot of bird flip in this episode.
Okay, so Aigo, I believe you still have an action as well.
Oh yes.
You've watched this entire like
Nice of
friendship
you to
form.
clump up for me. How about you know, there's something I always wanted to tell you, Billy Go,
Billy Zero.
Yeah.
Billy Zero. You're and like now there's two separate clouds of flaming lips coming towards Billio. You're an idiot sandwich, and the clouds are gonna try and clap together on fire.
Oh my
I
God.
missed these really bad one-liners.
See, they haven't stopped.
They have never improved.
It's been this non-stop.
We love Iago in this house. That's a hit.
That's a hit. So who would that be named at again?
Billio.
Me.
Okay. Roll for damage against your good
The
enemy,
idiot
Billy
man.
Zero.
Oh lord. Oh lord, what's Billio's defense again? 4. Okay, so Billio's at
Christ.
9 out of 16.
You get you get hit with the brunt of this fucking thing. It's not good. Iago, as it is at the end of your turn, I also want, just to see if you do break out of this little trance, I would like for you to roll your intelligence and see if you can get 5 or higher.
Come on, show us that
Ooh.
you're a smart lawyer.
Let's see
So
what
what-
was
Everything you learned in law school.
Was that both a like the cooling flaming lips, and the heating ones at the same time?
Sorry, repeat.
Did you use both of Flaming Lips' abilities in each of those clouds, like the hot and the cold ones?
I didn't, but that is cooler, so yes, I did.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is happening to Billy's body right now. Just assault
One was
on
definitely on fire.
Some parts are fucking burnt.
collapses to his knees, burning.
Wrong channel, but I did roll.
He rolled a 6.
Okay, rolled a 6. So, just as you fucking buffeted your fucking guy, what the RP chat used for the first fucking time in decades, just as you fucking burn and freeze your good enemy Billy Zero, you suddenly remember this is not your good enemy Billy Zero. This is your good friend Billy O, and he's not a gamer. He's the opposite. He doesn't. His phone used to be a messenger pigeon, if we recall correctly.
My God, he's not a gamer. He's a morally upstanding citizen.
And you remember Yuzo?
You might get divorced one day.
You're probably for sure because I don't think you ever went to like you never saw like everything in his house, but you're pretty sure he's not a gamer either. And you realize the memories break. Basically, you come to your senses here.
Hey, go please! And Billy's getting
My God.
boils melted on his skin right now. And
The only guy who's been gaming with me has been the senator. Has been an insane clown posse.
I guess somehow knows this now. The name of the stand.
Real quick question. If I recall correctly, Yuzo's balls can only be moved by Yuzo, right? Otherwise they're like static. Yeah. And he still has ones in the air that he like...
Hold on, as we're fleeing down the highway, shouldn't we have left the balls behind like a while ago?
I mean, rounds operate in 6 seconds.
They can be fixed relative to other things, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
I'm pretty sure we've done this exact same trick before,
yeah, I'm
where
pretty
we
sure
had the balls moving relative to, yeah.
But there's like still ones you had hanging in the air, right, that you bounced it off of?
Yeah.
Perfect. I have a plan when it's my turn.
Okay, well, it's the senator's turn first. Remind me, you three, of your positions. You two, you three, Iago, Billy, and Yuzu, you're on the roof, if I remember correctly.
I was hanging out the front door. Like, the front
You're hanging out the front door.
The front third of my body is, like, in open air, and I'm, like, leaned down in a sniper position.
Okay. And Alexis is inside controlling the fucking house. I assume Bradley's just sort of
everyone else is, like,
bathroom.
in a room or something, I assume, trying to, like, hold on.
Yeah. Some of them are Skyrim, like, ragdolling around. Sergeant O, particularly, is like flying around, bouncing from wall to wall, going, "Oh!"
Side note: this soundtrack is so good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
And the senator, though, spying you, exposing yourself to shoot him, Hayden, has decided to take another shot at you. He spins together another orb, another light frisbee of false memory, and fires it towards you, Hayden. It sort of spheres through the air, aiming for your brain. Let's see how that works out.
It will absolutely hit because my initiative is it cannot miss.
Okay. Well, so it cannot possibly miss. Is that
unless
right?
you would allow me to do some fuck shit to try and avoid it? But yeah, mechanically, physically cannot. Even if he rolls 2 ones. Actually, wait, no. Does his accuracy roll have a minus on it or a plus?
Let's have a look at his accuracy roll. It has a minus.
So if he rolls 2 ones, he could miss, but that's it. So I guess you should roll.
Well, let's find out. You who love mechanics so much will be betrayed by them.
Yeah, I didn't know. It hits.
So you can only really have the thought "I should dodge" in your head before this light like overtakes your vision, and you recall the memories of how these people really feel about you and how they've really treated you. Tell me what the memories are like, Hayden.
The ones that are altered, or like does it emphasize old
altered?
Ones? I would imagine because. I was gonna have him realize Yuzo's here with the balls, but I guess with the way time is, like right now, it'd be more focused on Iago and Billio. So I think he recalls Iago, like, constantly downing on him. Like, no matter how hard Hayden worked and sacrificed himself, like in his memories, Iago was always like, "You're not good enough. You're just a dirty gamer." And Billio, for some reason in his altered memories, is incredibly smart and always makes him feel stupid.
And you need to get revenge on these fuckers. You remember, actually, you went to high school with these guys, and they bullied you all through high school.
It's true.
You have a distinct memory of Iago and Billy shoving you into a locker.
Fuck me.
This is with this alternate reality you've concocted.
And the senator also has another action left. He's for the second one. He's just going to take out a gun from his pocket and fire towards you, Iego. Now that he sees you broken free of his control. Right, let's be honest. This isn't going to fucking hit, but he's going to roll for it anyway.
What was Iego's? Yeah, it physically can't hit. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit you. You hit, but you are aware that he is firing bullets at your body, which is alarming. I would imagine all the same. But Yuzo, you see that your friend Iego has come out of the trance, and not before like beating the shit out of you and Billy, but you are now no longer under risk of friendly fire.
You're an asshole.
Who are you again?
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry
Now-
you couldn't have met with me. I was really excited to see Yuzo again. I don't know why this happened.
I can't believe
worry,
he's
I'm here
returned
to-
to being a shut-in.
Don't worry, I'm here to save your asses again. And I like crouch down and I take another aim at the senator, who is clearly my biggest threat right now. And once again, I try and like deck him with these object balls. So let's see.
Ooh, should
Billy,
you, are you gonna
while
put-
this is happening, Billy's gonna turn to Aego and be like, "Save us again." Is he like Jerry?
Are you gonna put in
Who?
them some of that new power you used to fight those vampires, Yuzo?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll put in some Hamon because he clearly needs it.
You have plus one to
I'll
whatever attack this is, just from the hammer.
what was that?
I'll give you +1 to damage here.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know, I've been told these modifiers are way too small. Let's give you a +3 to damage.
Okay.
Let's get fucking insane, Clown Posse.
Does that hit? What was the senator's?
Senator's 13. Unfortunately, his insane Clown Posse Phasio with stand rush like demolishes the object balls hurtling towards him. It's like a fucking gym movie. He's doing this from the back seat of his car, remember? And as you watch, he presses a button in the police chief's car, and a little glass of wine pops out and is poured for him, and he sips it.
And I get a second attack, right?
You do have another action. So you can
But little does the senator realize that there's a second object ball coming from the front.
roll again, roll for another attack, see how that works out for you. I'm rooting for you.
Kill him in one hit.
You hit. No, you don't actually, sorry. You don't fucking hit. I'm sorry. Unless you can give me a reason why this number may not be indicative. If you can spin me some bullshit, and we'll see.
I have an idea. Actually, no. You go, Jack. You haven't gotten a chance to do much yet. I want you to do it.
Like I said, I'm trying to catch him off guard, and my stand, if you recall, specializes in attacking from multiple directions. So while Insane Clown Posse is defending him from behind, it's unfortunately leaving him wide open from the front.
Okay, I'm going to be +1 to that with that.
Okay.
What that looks like it attack. That hits.
Yeah.
Woo!
So
And then
let's
+3 to
see.
damage, so that'll be +2 instead of -1.
Yeah, so +2 there, yeah. It hits. It doesn't quite do an instant kill, but you see it breaks his fucking jaw, shatters the wine he's holding, breaks his nose, and sort of sprawling down onto the couch. It's done a significant amount of fucking damage. He looks up at you full of fury.
And I think he's also inflicted with the freeze status ailment.
Oh, that he is.
Let me look up the freeze status ailment real quick if I can find ailments. Because you finally
Let's just
thank
get a
you for
refresh
using a
here.
fucking ailment. I'm the only one who's been using them. I love you,
Yeah.
Jack.
I part of the reason I picked Hamon is because I wanted to use ailments, to be honest.
I love you, Jack, so
You just
much.
never
Fucking
got to.
love status ailments.
Let's see what that one
Tan has
does.
yet to use an ailment. Freeze. I don't see freeze. Would that
Wasn't it like a
Oh.
custom one that we did?
was it?
Was it like an equivalent of poison, maybe?
So the ones I see are wound, poison, which Slothrust has, dazed, silence, and trauma.
Oh.
And trauma, I think, is like a special one because it reduces all.
Well, let's say wounds because it reduces dex, because he's going slower because he's got this fucking ice.
Yeah, so his dex
Let's
goes
say
down,
it's-
dies.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's say it's that.
So dex goes down to 6 with that.
Or if we want to do
Okay.
freeze custom, maybe we can just say it's a -1 to like all attacks or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's probably easy because he's probably not going to use his dex. He's a fighter.
Yeah, like it's
So,
just. Do you like that better, Jack? Which do you prefer, the dex down or like
It's up to you,
stacking
really, yeah.
-1s to hit?
Yeah, I'll take the attack downs. Yeah,
And you know what?
Make
Make me
it-
-2
like
because
the
he's fucking
aces-
frozen.
like the ice is making it harder for him to land hits in people, and
Yeah.
the hits that do hit deal less damage.
Okay, so use that with your second attack. It's now for Billio's turn. You've seen this strange man Yuzo drop out of the sky and punch a representative of the US Senate in the face from a distance with a fucking pool ball. How do you open?
So the car's still approaching, correct?
It's
The
not
house.
approaching, but the senator in the back just got fucking like decked.
Right, and Xander Klaus is still driving it.
Zalakos is still driving like the fucking Ghost Rider.
Okay.
You know, I've
Um,
always wanted to beat up a senator.
I'm going to so Yuzo has like Yuzo's a vampire, correct?
No,
No, Yuzo
I use
is the
Hamon.
opposite of a vampire. He's got Hamon.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I must be mixing things up then.
Yuzo uses
Uh,
Hamon, instantly dies.
He has some sort of like
Pillar
like
level suit of
human
ability.
reflexes, right? Like he's a fast guy. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
He just like leapt out of the fucking helicopter, landed on this roof, and
Right.
then
That's
decked
okay.
us.
All right.
I'm
So-
a master of Hamon, which I guess does make me on par with a vampire.
I love the idea of
Right,
like he throws the freeze ball and then it goes back to him and he's taking a breath and like the electricity courses through him.
Oh,
So
yeah,
cold
that's
breath
really
as well.
good. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going-
the air like freezes around the breath.
I'm going to open up a another large portal where the car will inevitably drive into, and then I'm going to open a second portal on the opposite side of Alexis's house,
Oh,
where
wait,
she
step on him?
will, yes, where she will step on the car. Yeah, I'm just gonna like assume that Yuzo will jump out of the way when this happens, or like I don't think he'll stay on the car if he sees this.
Okay,
Wait, what?
roll for your attack.
I think I'm on the roof with
Yeah,
you.
he's on the roof with you. He's
Yeah,
been,
all three of you on the roof.
he's been shooting
Oh,
pool
I-
balls at the car.
Yeah, I'm not a melee attacker. I'm a ranged attacker.
Gotcha. For some
I mean,
reason,
I do
think-
have
cool.
good melees.
Oh god. Hold on. Hello? Oh god. Please tell me my internet's not fucking up when I'm the one recording. Hang on, guys. Something's going on. Oh no. Please don't. What is happening? Hello? What happened?
Hi, can you hear
Hello.
us?
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
hear that?
I didn't ruin the whole episode. What did I miss?
Your internet went under attack by the enemy stand Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay, but what did I actually miss? Sorry about that.
Well, where did you start having the trouble?
So we were telling him how Yuzo shoots the pool balls, and he was like, "I'm also good at melee," and then it started freezing.
Oh, that was pretty much it. Then you started like freaking out, and we all got quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're all good. I was just rolling for attack. I'm rolling to attack to teleport the police car underneath Alexis's foot.
This is going to go for Xanderclaw. So any other circumstances probably would not have hit, but it does here. Oh, but the first one the hit, and then the second one was damage. Is that right?
Yeah. First one was accuracy. Second was damage.
Okay, so rather than the normal damage, because the instrument of your damage is Alexis, essentially, she is going to roll for damage here,
Okay.
which is probably very good because she has very high
Right.
damage stats.
Yeah, I think she has a similar stand type to Slothmouth. I think it was strength power +1 for damage.
That's D10 plus D12 minus, well,
No,
plus
plus
1
one
even.
for damage, unless she has to roll to hit. Whoa!
Fucking hell. Okay,
She
well,
nearly got a
Billy-
max roll.
Yeah, so the street car, the police car disappears from in front of you, behind you, but he is in front of Alexis, and the two of them turn around in the car in surprise, just in time for a massive chicken foot to slam down on them, reducing the pair of them to piles of miscellaneous red.
Ah,
Yeah, so it seems that combat is not over, however, as a new attack suddenly is performed. This is not aiming at any of you. It's aiming at Alexis, at her giant fucking chicken house, essentially. The form of the attack is this golden, like, almost like a ray of light, it looks like at first, but you realize very quickly that actually it's an object being hurled at extremely high speed.
Oh no. I know what this is. Do I see this coming?
You see it coming in so much as you see a missile coming. you know it's there, but you yourself cannot really intervene.
I try to yell, Alexis, end the stand now!
Okay, so Alexis.
Crazy that Walrus isn't here and his character still died.
Oh god, I'm cutting out again. Oh, why is this happening when I'm recording? My internet never fucks up. I'm so sorry, viewers. 1 second.
Seconds.
All right. I'm so sorry. So what happened?
You should be. This is all your fault.
We don't really. We sort of stop when you start freaking out, so don't worry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't want to ruin the video. I don't know. My internet's literally perfect all the time. I don't know why this is happening.
We just rolled Alexis's initiative just as a point of comparison here.
Was she able to demanifest her stand in time?
Well, her initiative you'll see is a 12, and I've just rolled for the attack. It's a 13. So you open your mouth to shout alarm, and instantly, it's the stand spear slams into the chicken leg of the Baba Yaga house. Instantly, golden cracks spread across the surface of the house you're all standing in. It stops being Baba Yaga house, goes back to being Charlie Chance's house, which is now sort of up in the air, and gravity quickly takes hold, as well as velocity. And the entire house is fucking spread out over the highway, all you going flying. Everyone, like, I don't want to, like, kill anyone. Everyone would throw, like, a D4 just to see
I don't want to kill anyone from plummeting to Earth. Alexis,
wait, Tan, can I do something with my stand?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I have a very easy way to avoid this. I jump off of as like the house is exploding. I like grab onto one of my object balls midair and just hang in the sky.
Okay, you don't have to roll everything, but I'm going to go back on that D4 for everyone else. Roll Dex first, just to see if you do take damage, and then if you do take damage, you'll do
just
a D4.
Straight Dex.
Yeah, just straight Dex. Unless you have a specific plan to get around this.
My plan was not very sophisticated.
Some of your landing strategies.
If I'm allowed, so I didn't really get down in the initiative fast enough to react, but I think Hayden saw.
Well, I had a very simple plan as well.
I think Hayden saw the pool balls in the air from earlier, and he was like, his eyes widened and like a smile on his face. He realized Yuzo came, and I think he would try to jump for them to hang on them, similar to Yuzo's plan.
Billy would simply portal himself.
This is like in a platformer boss fight where a bunch of platforms show up for you to dodge the boss's attacks.
So I'm gonna try.
I have a plan as well. Aego, now that he's finally awakened his second ability, I think he just turned his lower body into like a cloud of insects and kind of try and float like a genie.
I will allow that as well. All of you have like fairly easy ways to get around for.
Billy
Sergeant O and Bradley though, and Alexis for that matter.
Yeah, Alexis.
Dead.
Alexis doesn't instantly die from the spear, right? She just lost her stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it hit her body.
Yeah, because the stand just.
But she slams down like unconscious. It's clearly not a good thing to have your stand taken from you, and she takes 4 damage.
I'd imagine that God and Jerry have navigated.
This is not the first time Walrus has had his stand taken from him.
Who's a walrus?
I feel the same way, Stigma.
But yeah, so Sergeant O slams down onto the ground as well. He seems very much injured. He's an old guy, and he's been ragdolled around for the last half hour. Alexis falls unconscious, like she says hello to Mrs. Pavements, basically.
How does Bradley do?
Bradley drops down, and he's fairly in good shape. Let's roll a d4 for this man. He lands awkwardly on his arm.
Are Morrow, Elijah, and the bartender still around, or were they at the house?
This is the house.
Yeah, I know. Were they at the location that the house was formerly located in?
I did tell everyone to get in the house when we escaped. But
They were in the house as well, but the injuries, let's be honest, are fairly inconsequential.
Yeah.
Right.
And ahead, God and Jerry skid to a halt. I just realised we've never told you who the fuck God is that I keep talking about. That's the Ascension car.
He's a smart car we stole, and we had like a whole thing where we were going to upgrade him, but then it never really came into place.
There have been illusions that there's an upgrade system.
Yeah.
No, we upgrade him to act subserviently towards Aego.
Nepotistically? Is it getting like its cousin jobs?
And then you also gave it another stupid upgrade that barely kept us from getting the loyalty upgrade, but I don't remember what that was.
Wasn't that you who bought the upgrade?
No, I wanted to
The
buy the
second time.
loyalty upgrade.
We were 1 point off.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of you fall down. It's not even if you land without damage, it's not a fun experience. You've always been like flung out of a big house that crumbles.
I'm just
down.
imagining that like scene of Mr. Krabs and Squidward being blown out of the Krusty Krab.
Yeah. Well, the house itself also like crumbles. It is not intended to fall from any sort of height or be thrown across the highway.
Once Hayden has like grabbed the ball, he'll like drop the rest of the way down to the ground. He'll be like, "Billio, Aego, Yuzo, are you guys okay?"
Billy's gonna kind of poke his head out of the portal. Yeah, I'm fine. Was that the spear?
I think it's safe to say it was. Wait, he threw the spear at us! Did we see it?
There's a lot of wreckage here. Everyone roll an intelligence, see if you spot the wreckage, the spear among this.
Fuck.
Crit! 12 out of 12, baby!
Hayden, you spot it instantly. It's protruding from this pile of rubble a few meters, like on the opposite end of the highway. It's a little bit of a jog to get there, but you can see it clearly protruding from like brickwork.
I run for the spear.
Okay.
Do you yell and point? Aego will follow, assuming Hayden knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm fucking gunning it as fast as my gamer legs can run to that spear.
Billy will also portal in this direction.
Okay, as you're all converging on the spear, someone climbs out from the rubble. Well, not really climb, they went in the rubble, they're hiding behind it. A figure in like a red coat with the hood over their face, sort of grasping it. They've not taken it, but they're clearly intending to retrieve it.
I didn't decide to run at them, but can I see this figure climb out of the rubble, and can I try to snipe them with a pool ball?
You certainly can. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you were here for the spear, but that I think you've probably gathered.
It destroys stands.
It destroys stands. So at all costs, if we get it, it's like a win condition. If he has it, we're fucked. We worked with Radio.
I need to roll their
get it
decks
for what
and.
that's worth, but
Oh, okay.
So we will find out if it hits once we know. This.
basically, we got it. We literally destroyed it, which was the mission from Radiohead. But then he rewound time and stole it.
Why would he? Okay.
Radiohead wanted us to destroy the spear so he couldn't be destroyed, but then you two rewound time and took it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Radiohead rewound time, and I was like, that
No.
sounds like it's really bad for him specifically.
Yeah, no, Radiohead's mission was for us to destroy it. We did so, but then you two rewound time and then grabbed it and then made off with it. And we've been trying to get it.
Unfortunately, Yuzo, you send this pool ball even, flying towards this sort of slight figure with the red coat on. Instantly, though, the figure of you two, who has not been seen for quite a while, Yuzo, you've not seen this figure at all previously. It's this sort of white, almost porcelain body, robotic in the way a stand is, almost plastic, with a sort of a calm, like permanent facial expression, like that sort of mask. But but its eye sockets aren't black. They're just sort of empty. You can see like the inside of its hollow head through them. It sort of just swings an arm and deflects your pure cube, but the force of that blow does cause the hood of the person behind it to sort of fly off, revealing their face to you all.
Yeah, show us.
And you see that the person who has come here, the user of U2, is someone surprisingly you are familiar with.
Dave, buddy!
You see Samantha O'Hart pull the spear free from the ground.
Oh,
What?
fuck.
My kind of? I don't even know.
That lady you were creepily flirting with?
No, it was the other way around, if you remember correctly. Hayden was not flirting with her whatsoever.
Yeah, I think Hayden
but-
hates women.
No,
They had a
not,
date.
no, she was trying to flirt with
Yeah,
him, and he was like...
I'm kidding, Darnell. Don't worry.
Okay, thank God. He was like
He's a
super...
gamer, so
he
he's
didn't know how to
probably sure.
respond. Yeah. Oh my God. So she's the one in the red hood, and you two manifested behind her.
Yeah, YouTube manifested to block the pool ball, and that movement like blew the hood off.
Do you have a face claim for Samantha and or you two?
Well, I've told you already, I don't have one for you two. I don't have a face claim, unfortunately, now.
Don't sweat it.
I imagine she looks like a fucking like me. Like
She's just
Well, she's
laying
got
it.
like she's got like red hair. She's got big like spectacle glasses. She's very unthreatening looking.
Tan described her as like the most boring possible woman.
Samantha?
This is like a fucking Disney movie villain reveal.
Yeah. Like, Samantha?
She doesn't respond. She just looks at the spear. Well, that's one
Hey,
down.
to be fair, we actually have a history of interacting with them as a villain, though.
The closest thing I can get, let me just get this fucking parrot. So this is like the closest thing I can think of.
You don't have to sweat it. I'm just used to you having face claims.
Something along these lines. I don't remember if this from fucking Bungo.
Oh, I do.
That sort of appearance. She doesn't look like that. Pulls the spear free. She's like, "Well, that's one down." And you two, she hands like he holds the spear over her shoulder. You two takes it from her, and with that, the session does come to a close. Part 1 of our finale.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. All
Is
because
this the
Hayden
finale?
rejected her.
This is part 1 of the finale. Next time we're going to aim for the finale.
We don't know that though, Tan. This
But,
might
you
go
know,
on for another.
that's why I say we're going to aim. So it does
This
depend.
might go on for another 50 episodes.
I will say that reveal surprised me. I did not think she would be the user.
Me neither.
She's
It makes so much
novelist, if you
sense,
remember,
though.
and
She-
there have been certain like phrases used by you two quite frequently.
She was like, she did know the most about the Havoc Moon game. She wrote a
Right,
whole book
right.
series based on it. Oh my God, no!
I'm assuming since YouTube keeps making like meta references about like like storytelling things, like I feel like that has to play into like what's actually going on, or that just might be like Samantha as a character.
Dude,
Yeah, she's an author.
Hayden's heartbroken right now.
The way I know what U2 looks like.
No.
Oh my goodness. I just assumed it looked like a generic, like, white homunculus with no eyes or something, but then you mentioned it had a mouth.
Well, it has like an expressionless mouth.
Yeah.
It's like those sort of, like plastic stand design.
I'm gonna be honest.
I always
This whole time, I've just been picturing Wonder of You.
Wonder of you.
I've always just pictured White Snake, but without the black parts. So
That's pretty
just
good, yeah.
like that. Yeah. Just like a generic stand template.
Oh my God. Hayden is very sad. I am surprised. Wow, guys. I guess we're finishing things up next
Okay.
week, assuming there's no surprise hiatuses. Tan,
So-
my daylight savings kicks in next week, so we should all be very sure on the time next week so we
Okay.
don't fuck it up. Yeah, that's
This is-
exactly what I was
this is like
imagining.
this.
That's what I was imagining.
Yeah, like that. With
Isn't
like
that
a
the
little
stand?
Yeah,
That's from
it's-
Seventh Stand User 2.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, so it's not exactly like that. That's the closest like extant thing I can find.
Let's
Oh
record
my
2
goodness.
episodes back to back.
I don't have the episode ready yet. Though.
Time
Oh,
to
we used to
improv
do
as a
that back
DM,
in.
Tan. No, I'm kidding.
You
I'm
mean
not going to
serious?
force you to do
You
that.
playing
No,
around?
I'm not.
You
I'm not
playing
going to.
around,
If you're
though?
not comfortable, I'm not going to force you to do that. But I think, I mean, improv is a DM's greatest skill.
Get me a drink real quick.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
I could maybe do it if you
I-
wanted
I'm
to.
down.
Let's do it.
Stigma,
Let's do
are you
it.
willing to spend
I'm
extra
all,
time?
I'm all for it.
am 100%
I'll be
for it.
improving, but I mean, if Tanhony's down.
Of course, you were going to be improving. We don't know
Let
the
me-
plot here.
All right.
Yeah, you're always
So-
improv,
so-
unless you know something I
So let
fucking
me
know.
let me pause recording then, and then we'll take a quick break and then reconvene.
Fuck yeah.
You might.
Now, we are
The
back.
mafia shot JFK.
Okay.
It's true.
Welcome back to part 2. That's right, 2-parter episode, baby.
This is a first for the recorded ones. We used to do this all fucking time.
Yeah. That's
So,
probably how we
Darnell-
did part 1 in 3 months. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, because we went fucking apeshit at the end. I was going to ask you to confirm what happened last time, but you mentioned this is going to be one video,
Yeah, so
so
there's no point
not
to that.
necessary.
All
But
right.
yeah, just
It's
for
like
refreshing.
the last time on when like on an episode that's
Full Metal
I fucked up my joke.
Alchemist.
Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Havoc Moon. Havoc Moon.
They do that, and then they do a last time on. But are we all here?
Yeah.
Billy, Hayden, Igo, and Yuzo.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
So-
here now.
Stigma?
Oh, he's gone. Yuzo left.
Is Stigma here? Stigma. Oh my god.
Stigma?
He is Igo is most powerful when he is villainous.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Good to know.
All right, Tan, set the scene for us. Put the music
So-
on. Let's do this.
So yes, she is Samantha O'Hart, the user of U2, has just passed the spear over her shoulder to her stand, where it's now sort of holding it cautiously, ready to strike at whoever comes within range. Meanwhile, Samantha, she doesn't really seem to have taken much interest in you guys particularly. She's checking her watch even, like she's timing something or waiting for something. She clicks her tongue. Still not ready?
Samantha, what is all this?
She does not respond immediately. She's still looking at her watch. It really is as if she's not noticed your presence.
I try
Holy-
to stumble closer to her.
Holy shit. That's the author lady.
Oh, right, you guys. Okay. Well, I have to be honest. I thought like one of you or two of you would be dead now, so this is kind of a lot. Can you guys just like wait a second and just want to see if something happens?
Samantha, what's going on? You're U2's user?
Oh yeah.
But why? I thought we were friends.
That's kind of your problem, I guess. She says, almost sheepishly.
Wow. I haven't felt this betrayed since Major Tom, that's for sure. That was a betrayal for the ages.
Yes.
I still want to know what what was in the letter that Major Tom had me deliver.
I think Hayden falls, like, he tries to step forward and he just falls to his knees, and he's like, because he's distraught now, he doesn't want to hurt her, but like, I mean, can he even hurt her at this point?
Hayden hears from behind him, Yuzo yelling, "Hayden, if you hesitate now, you're dead. Understand?"
Right. And he slowly picks himself back up, and he turns to Yuzo and he goes, well, this may be our last day together, but it's good to see you, man. And he tries to hug Yuzo, and assuming Yuzo lets him, Slothrust will come out and try to age his wounds to heal him.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
accept
accept
the
that?
hug.
Okay, roll. Well, how would we do this usually? It's usually a roll of like
I think I just roll damage, or you might give me a specified roll.
roll d6. Mostly
Sure.
two generous, yeah.
Sure. So, basically, whichever part of I'm so sorry, Yuzo got damaged, your body ages there, but it also, the wound closes up as if it had healed over time, and you get 5 HP back.
You've learned a new trick while I was gone.
I think you did too. What was that freezing thing you did?
I'll tell you about it later. But right now, I have to save your asses one last time, right?
Yeah, that's
See,
about the gist of it.
Samantha O'Hart, you don't know this woman, of course. She looks up at you and she seems to like glare and click her tongue. Like, I thought you were gone. Didn't I warn you don't have a place in this game?
Sorry, had to come back for the finale. All the fans were expecting my big return, right?
She narrows her eyes at you. Don't talk like you know anything.
I just sort of laugh when she says that.
You two sort of taps her on the shoulder. He's like, ma'am, shouldn't we take care of this now rather than wait? I mean, like, kind of a big situation, you know? What? Well, she checks her watch again, frowns like, looks like it's taken a while to realise what happened. I guess we might as well kill one or two and then speed it up.
Samantha, I don't want to hurt you, but you've got to stop whatever you're doing right now.
Really? And why is that?
Look at all the people, look at and I point to like all the damaged buildings, thrown cars, assumedly corpses in the street. I'm like, whatever you're up to, this can't be worth it. Please, I know this isn't your heart.
She like sort of shrugs again, like she's almost sheepish here, but like in like a fucking I don't know the word for it, but it's like yeah, people are gonna die. She doesn't say that, but it's that sort of vibe.
While Hayden is trying to reason with her, can Billy plan something in secret?
Absolutely.
Okay. While Hayden's trying to do the whole I could fix her routine on Samantha, Billy is going to have opened a portal, 2 portals to be exact. One on the far end of the road and another one behind, like a few feet behind where Samantha is standing. And Billy will have used his direct walkie-talkie connection to God and Jerry to signal God to drive into the portal full speed and try to ram her from behind.
Okay, that will happen, sure. I'm going to let Hayden have a little bit of dialogue here, but then that will ensue.
Yeah.
She like looks at the corpses, she's like, well, don't you think it's better this way? They would have just gotten old and died in a boring way otherwise. Isn't this more meaningful?
No.
You know?
Samantha, everyone deserves to live their own lives. You're an author. Everyone's got their own story to tell. You can manipulate time.
I have. You sort of realize people don't really have their own story to tell. They just sort of continue until they don't. It's not very satisfying, to be honest.
Samantha, I know your stand can manipulate time. You can still rewind all of this, and we can fix whatever's going on.
But I don't want to fix it, though, really. I kind of want to keep going until we're done.
Why? So you can become immortal? What's the purpose?
Oh! No, you misunderstand. She sort of turns and points up at the Havoc moon in the sky, that pink light that's been shining down. She's like, I just want to get over there and kind of replace that, you know? It's a little bit more than just like living forever. And like,
you're trying to become the Havoc moon.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
But why?
Well, it's like I said, the world, it's not right, you know? I've been looking at it for a while, I've been thinking on this, it's just sort of, it's very boring. It's like, don't you think there should be paced better, there should be more meaningful interactions, it should be more interesting, you know? Like one of my books. But I think like, if I was up there with all that power, I could make things really, really satisfying on like a narrative level.
Are you
so
saying,
I'm going to go for it.
Are you saying that our interactions weren't meaningful?
That's because I made them meaningful. Because that's what I do. That's the sort of person I am.
No, Samantha, we made them meaningful. What makes things have meaning is that it's the combined efforts of everyone involved. We all add something to the story. That's what keeps life surprising, what keeps it fresh. If one person controls the narrative, then you know what's going to happen already. It becomes predictable.
Oh, you don't know what's going to happen. I do. I mean, like, isn't that what Tyler's story is all about? Watching all the pieces go down the path you put them?
You know,
I mean, she's kind of got a point.
Fuck off.
I put my hand on Hayden's shoulder real quick. I'm just trying to gesture for him to like give up on talking to her because she's not gonna work. This isn't gonna work out.
You can see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead and say your thing.
You can see his face drops, and he recalls everything that's happened in his life. His parents tried to force him to become a lawyer. Bradley tried to lord himself over him, and now the only friend he's really had outside of his Havoc Moon squad is trying to control everything. And he's like, you know what? You're right, Yuzo. I'm tired of people telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. Samantha, I'm sorry. This is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt you, but... And he kind of puts his fists up futilely in like a boxer position as Slothrust manifests next to him. I'm gonna stop you no matter what.
Me personally, I think your whole plan of trying to give everything meaning is just pretentious. Like, come on. Do you really think you're that smart, that talented, that creative? Get over yourself. Yeah. Besides, I've always been a Dadaist, and I line up a pool cue and I fire a shot at her.
Okay.
And can Aigo also get his line in before the ball goes off?
Absolutely. Aigo, what do you have to say to that?
Knowing you, Samantha, my story would end with some kind of karmic, Oh god! Oh, I forgot what karmic.
Classic Aigo line.
True Aigo fashion.
What's it called again? Karmic.
Karmic justice.
Retribution.
Yeah, some kind of karmic, justice for me. Personally, I'm not all that interested.
Well, I mean,
right now, you would have an argument.
I think right now that's an argument for us to support her. Stigma.
No, I'm saying that if she is the offer, she's gonna make Aigo face some karmic retribution.
There's so many layers to all these fucking one-liners.
You might have missed it too, Jack, but she also said if I was writing it, you would have so much better one-liners.
Okay, well, to ensue these attacks, so quite a few people are doing like attacks at once, from what I understand. Billy is doing his thing.
I'm just stancing up.
Oh, Billy, you're holding off on that then?
No, it's happening, but I'm gonna wait and see. Right now, God is like speeding down the highway at as much velocity as possible.
Okay, I was gonna say we should roll for initiative here then.
Okay.
I was gonna determine the order in which these things will happen. So you two and Samantha, by the way, are gonna have separate initiatives here. They're gonna act as separate combatants.
Okay. We might be fucked, by the way, because Yuzo and Billio are both injured, and Billio's injured enough that he might get one shot.
That's fine. I still have my thing does not require me.
You two just roll 16, and Samantha's gonna roll just her dex.
God, I specifically made Yuzo a speedy character. Why is his initiative so fucked this time?
He hurt his knees when he landed on the roof. Samantha got a 2 there.
Alright,
you two open and Samantha closes.
What did Aigo roll in Billio?
7.
So
8.
You two got a 16. Yuzo 8, Aigo 8, Billio 7, and then Hayden 7. Alright. Oh, and then her too.
Yuzo got a 6.
What?
Yeah, I got a 6.
Shit, sorry, let me fix that.
And Samantha got a 2.
Yeah, I would have preferred I gotten an 8 as well, but...
Right, okay, so U2 is going to open here. So he's sort of slung the spear back onto like his back, so he's not wielding it right now, but he sort of holds his fist out, like mimicking your boxer stance almost, Hayden. And he rushes towards you to like engage you and Slothrust in a stand rush, basically.
Slothrust, I mean, like, obviously I'm not expecting to get, like, an extra thing, but, like, thematically, I imagine he's trying to stand rush back and meet him as he attacks.
Absolutely.
It's like the fucking
and
scene
like,
where,
the rest of you feel like wind blowing at you, like air pressure. You almost skid back almost from the pressure of these two forces colliding.
Dio and Jojo jumping at each other.
Let's roll to hit.
The anime made that fight so much less cool.
So yeah, that does hit. So you make a valiant fucking effort, Hayden. But these fists are like he's much sort of lighter than Slothrust, and he sort of like weaves between your punches and gets in some good ones. And let's see how good they are.
I like to imagine like as the fight goes on, Slothrust keeps missing, but as he's landing hits on Slothrust, you can see like you know that effect in the enemy where it like smacks and the flesh like circles like rippling water.
Absolutely.
And as that happens, that's happening to Hayden's body, and like bruises are forming.
1d10 is 1d12 minus +1 even.
I take 11 damage, which puts me at 9 HP.
So yeah, you get a fucking pummeling here. He's all like weaves around you, like punching you like from different angles, and you sort of said flying down the highway.
Damn.
And then, as Hayden flies out of his range, he's going to instead turn to the next person, the person who has the most mobility here, Billy. He sort of lunges forward, like with a karate chop, like aimed at the top of the skull, like trying to fucking split you in half, basically.
Towards me?
Yeah, towards you. He's trying to fucking karate chop the top of your skull.
Okay. I'm just going to have had like a whole kind of wrap a tentacle around the incoming
Yep.
arm.
That's what we're trying to do. So let's see how that works out with the rolls.
Alright. What do you want me to roll for this?
Oh, well, he's going to see if he hits you first, basically.
Oh, he's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, he's attacking you. So you lash it out to wrap around his head, but it's slightly too fast. It's like almost in slow motion. Like it barely misses and strikes the top of your head. And let's see how fucking badly it strikes the top of your head.
Fucking brain damage already.
It actually fixes his brain. His intelligence goes up. Smushes the gray matter and creates wrinkles that weren't there before. Oh god. I think he died. Because he had 9 HP left and he just took 14 damage.
If I'm gonna die here, can I have my last action?
Well, hold on. There's a death roll. Let me find the death roll rule real quick.
Yeah.
Death save. Life or death roll, page 46. Okay, so let me read this because we've never had to use this before.
We almost did. Here you go.
To make a life or death roll, use a d20. If the result is 11 or higher, the character survives at 1 HP, otherwise they're considered dead. Only 1 life or death check can be made per campaign for each character. If a character survives their first life or death check, but later has their HP reduced to 0 again, they are automatically considered dead.
So we'll do your life and death check next initiative, basically.
Okay.
Does that mean if we go up and heal him, we have a chance to save him?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is what you see. You see this fucking... It just, like, you hear a crack as it hits the top of his fucking skull. Billy, your eyes roll up in your head as you, like, buckle to your knees. Like, you're unconscious kneeling, basically.
Oh. Fuck. And I'm just gonna...
You're, like, foaming at the mouth.
I'm gonna yeah, like a One Piece character. I'm gonna use my, my last, bits of strength that are in me, my last resolve that I have to keep those 2 portals open. Like, hang on for as long as I can. And collapse around.
Alright, so
I was thinking of the exact same thing.
So does he make the life or death roll on his turn or next round?
Next initiative.
Wait, next initiative, I got you.
So, Aega, what you have just witnessed, you two, like, it's very, very fast. It's almost like it fucking teleported here. It went to Hayden, beat the shit out of him, sent him flying backwards, moved to Billy and fucking knocked him unconscious. Like, you think he's unconscious. Like, from your point of view, he may actually be dead here, from what you just witnessed.
Billy, no!
It's like a pun for Elio.
And he tries launch, like, you know, the stomp.
You gotta give him mouth to mouth.
I imagine visually what's happening because he's keeping the portals open is like the portals are wavering in and out of existence.
Yeah.
There you go. Please.
What's
just
that
a little bit longer.
He was
doing right now.
I don't know if my audio came through, but he's launching like a wave of ice at you two again. You know, trying to both damage and maybe try to immobilize him if he actually freezes over.
Right, okay, so 13, that does not hit. So you freeze it, like, he's encased for like a second in this massive, like, ice block. And then, with, like, this burst of movement, it just shatters free of it. It's horrifying to behold.
You know, I don't mind when cows break the ice, but this ain't what I meant.
That's good. First, like, coherent one-line. Character development.
You know, when time
Don't
to get
encourage.
hot.
Don't encourage.
I will.
Well, I mean,
he's
it was
gonna-
good
he's
until you
gonna-
mixed it.
What's your second action,
He's
Ago?
He's gonna bust out, you know, the discus of flames this time.
Again, it doesn't. Well, the discus flies at you two. You two like sprints onwards and claps its hands together, creating this burst of air pressure that extinguishes it and sends your hair like flying back from like the recoil. You feel like the heat's like repelled, hitting you in the face. Not enough to like damage, but enough to add insult to fucking injury.
Alright, next is Billio, but does he make his death roll now, or does it
Billy,
skip
it's
it?
time to make his death roll.
Billio, make your death roll.
Okay.
11 or
Alright.
higher. It's just a straight D20. Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, so you have 1 HP, but if you go down to 0 again, you're dead.
Yeah.
I was
I
getting
have-
ready to get the fucking Kakyoin death music.
I'm going to stare at Samantha, who I'm gonna say she's within earshot for this. I'm gonna call over to her. Samantha, you know, you were talking about wanting to be in control of everything and make an exciting story, right?
What about it?
Well, you know what every good story needs, right?
Hmm.
A plot twist. And at this moment, I'm going to assume that God is going to come through the portal and try to ram her from the back.
Okay.
Very lewd.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Flushed.
Okay, so we're going to allow this as your second action. Let's consider this.
Come on. She only rolled a 2. You cannot miss this.
So, yeah, you roll your attack. Yeah, you definitely fucking hit. I mean, that was always going to happen. It was impossible for you not to hit.
Oh, the distraction worked.
Roll for your damage. What's her defense? She doesn't. Her defense is very low. So the car barrels out of the from your good friend Jerry behind the wheel, who you do know. You definitely know him. And God, crying out in fury at what you have done to his friends, slams into Samantha. She goes flying. You hear it crack as her neck snaps against the windshield.
Jesus Christ.
She flies down the road, deceased.
As she flies, it comes to my turn, right?
Not necessarily. She flies down the road, I was going to say, in a heap of twisted limbs and a bleeding, opened up egg of a head. And then, before the blood can even dry, you see those limbs begin snapping back into place grotesquely, like a fucking action figure. The snapped neck spins around as it gets back into a normal position, and the blood dribbles back into her skull, which closes itself like a set of jaws. And she stands up, no worse for wear. Much like Hayden, you yourself, this is what you witnessed from Elijah when you cut his leg off in the prison, if you recall.
She's already mourning. It wasn't her grandmother that won or whatever. It was her that participated.
I'd consider that a plot twist.
Well, yeah, pretty amateur for your attempt, but good thing I was there to save it, huh? And God, by the way, has sort of flipped upside down from this maneuver.
Fuck.
He's like, I'm sorry, I was too weak.
You did what you could. Oh, God.
Now it is Hayden's turn. You have finally fucking landed. You landed a while ago, but this was all happening in rapid succession. So
she didn't rewind time. She just like came together?
Regenerated, yeah.
Okay, that definitely
came
changed
back to life.
what I was planning to do after she went flying. Let me think for a second. I think Hayden sees this, and it kind of clicks in his head that, oh, she wasn't writing about her grandmother. She must have been a former participant who won, which would explain how she knew everything. And he's like sort of injured. He can see Bilio's on the cusp of death, and he knows that she can't be killed. So he sort of staggers, picks himself up. He doesn't think aging her is going to do anything if she's immortal, so he looks to you two, who still has the spear, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Hayden is going to try and jump to grab the spear.
Okay.
Like stand jump, if you would allow it. I know my movement isn't very large. I don't know how far away I got thrown.
Roll for your attack, I will say here.
Alright.
Just to see if you can attempt to get it from this distance, and then we'll do like a dex roll or something to see if you can
Sure.
like get off him.
Let me... So I have to go back to... Yeah, it's -1. Just checking. 8.
You leap at him, like you feel like you're about to grab it, and then with that sort of trademark horrifying speed, suddenly turns, and like this doesn't do actually damage, just flame. He like backhands you across the face, and you back down to the ground.
And then, for my other action, I think Hayden looks at, oh god, I wish Dave Buddy was here. He looks at his friends and what's going on, and I think panic's starting to set in. What would he do? Bilio's like on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Billy, you're still on your knees. You're very heavily injured, so there's like blood dribbling down your face.
Yeah. This is the end for him.
Tan, I want to ask you something, and you're allowed to say no as a DM. I don't want you to feel forced. But I think
Well, it depends what it is.
with all the trauma and suffering and development throughout the campaign that Hayden's experienced throughout the campaign in this session alone, I wonder if you'd allow me to unlock his third stand power.
I'm gonna need opinions from the ground.
By all means.
Look, this is literally the
It's
last,
the last
session.
If you're not gonna get it now, you're never gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Like, if you guys can RP it out, I'll allow any of you if you can satisfy my drama.
can you put on some like sad/inspirational music?
I think
I'm
I
a fucking
have
DJ
something-
as well as playing as a DM.
Tan, I actually think I have something in mind because Magic 8 works really well with her time ability.
Ooh, that's true.
Let me see if I can find something for you. But like I said, I'm a fucking DJ at this point.
And I did talk about this power with you way in the past, but you're allowed to deny me if you don't like it anymore.
Okay.
But I'll reveal it like as the RP happens. Do you want me to pause the recording?
No. I've got some music.
Alright, you got this.
I'm not as triumphant as you're looking for, but this is like the best I can do.
That's fine. So Hayden, he sees Samantha is perfectly fine. You two's beaten both him, and he's beaten down Bilio. Bilio's nearly died. And, I think Hayden, he's thinking back to all the adventures he's had with his friends, how much he's changed since the beginning of this. From going from a shut-in to traveling all throughout the city and fighting to save as many people as possible. And, I think he just starts to do the, cough up blood. And he starts crawling closer to Bilio. And he says, Maybe you're right, Samantha. Maybe life is messy, unpredictable, unsatisfying. Maybe if there was a narrator in control, things would make more sense. I mean, shit. How does it make any sense that I ended up alone in my apartment all those years, playing goddamn video games and doing nothing with my life? But what made even less sense was becoming friends with a divorce lawyer, a secret agent, and a total idiot, and trying to save everyone. It's one hell of a plot twist if you ask me. And if there's one thing that we have over you, it's that we're not alone. We're together. And when we're together, we can do anything. And then you start to see his energy start to spout from him. And you see it goes, Slothrust, Act 2! And you see Slothrust manifest. And the bandages unwrap from his form as he turns into sort of like this fiery, humanoid, bird-like figure. And he reaches his clawed talon down on Billy, piercing into his chest and heart, and lights Billy aflame. And he uses his third ability, and he goes, like a phoenix, reborn! And he starts to rapidly age over and over as it loops through Billy's entire life, from an old man to a baby, over and over and over and over and over, until he reaches his most ideal and strongest state, and rebirths him in flame.
Billy, please recover all your HP. You have never felt this good in your life.
Really fucking good. What does Billy look like, Tan?
You tell us.
Billy, you're...
I'm just imagining, like, part 1 Jonathan.
Yeah,
He's
He's fucking huge.
Billy is fucking yoked. His hair reaches like his axe. His jacket is now too small for him to even properly wear.
Imagine it like this.
With one flex, his fucking entire outfit dissipates. It rips right off of his body. He is fucking nude. His balls are dangling. He is ready. His sunglasses, though, they do stay in place. And Billy is now invigorated. His veins are popping. He's ready to fuck this stand up.
Samantha's eye twitches. She's infuriated that you've like got this over her now, but she cannot hide the fact that she is slightly hyped by what she's just seen.
And I think as that happens, as Billio attains his strongest form, in equal exchange, Hayden reverts to his weakest. I'll leave that up to you whether that's like a doddering old man or like a child, but he's like at his weakest form right now.
You're looking decrepit, but you're like the same age, so you're not doing a fucking old man voice all session.
Yeah. And then
It was just him after one too many gaming sessions in a row.
Darnell rolled Voyager, now he has to become Voyager.
And then he like falls down the ground. He's not dead, but he's like breathing heavily, and he's like, "This one's you, cowboy." And that's my turn.
Billy's going to tip his hat in response.
Yuzo, it is now your turn after witnessing whatever the fuck that was. Last you saw, he couldn't even heal injuries, I don't think. So, but now he's like turning people into like babies and shit.
So yeah, the third form I figured was something similar to Made Over Heaven.
I think we talked about this now.
Yeah, which is like make something its most ideal form, and then I thought it'd be cool, like trade-off wise, if Hayden became his weakest form.
Can I, without like using up one of my attacks, like kneel down next to Hayden and give him some of my hormone to like energize his body?
It will count as an action if you want to heal him.
I don't want to heal him. I just want to like energize his body to ease his pain.
Okay,
because he just did like a. So I like kneel next to him and I let out a breath, like giving him some of my hormone energy. And I say to him, "You were right, Hayden. You have grown these past few weeks. Gotta admit, a little proud of you. You were kind of a shithead when we first met, but now you're a real man, aren't you?"
I give him a thumbs up.
These past few weeks truly were fun.
I think it's been 3 months, by the way, or 6 months or something.
Oh, okay, 3 months. I can't fix what's been done to you, but I can give her hell for this. And I get back up to my feet. I gotta agree with you. This whole thing about fate, all that shit, I'm not all for it. Like I said before, I'm a Dadaist. I don't really, when people talk about meaning in things, I don't really think there's any point into looking for that kind of thing. Like, we're here. We're alive. Isn't that enough? I don't know. It's just not my thing. And I've never been one for prophecies or fate or anything stupid like that. The only thing...
You're absolutely right. There's no point in looking for meaning. We have to create it, which is what I'm going to do in the next few minutes.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. I like things the way they are right now. I'd rather... Oh, any sort of fate you want to instill on this world, I'd rather go without it.
That can be arranged.
I smile at her as she says that, and I pull out an 8-ball. This here is my ultimate attack. And I whack it with a pool stick. It disappears. The magic 8-ball, it fires off. It's gone.
An ultimate attack. What? It'll leave you?
Give it a few minutes. And then, after a few moments pass, the 8-ball materializes, like, right at the base of her neck and attempts to strike her right there.
Roll for your attack, absolutely. Well, roll for damage, I would say, because that's going to hit.
Yeah. It's her fault for not moving.
I'm just imagining, because it's like, it goes into the future. You could, like, shoot it off, then shoot other balls to, like, orient as the enemy moves. Oh, there's so much
That was
possibility.
actually one of my plans, Darnell, yes. When I came up with this ability, that was something I thought of.
So good. There's a move like that in Yomi Hustle.
Ah, god damn it.
So you strike her in the back of the neck, there's another sickening crack, because her head is sort of, like, tilted all the way downwards by that. And then also you got another sickening crack, it snaps back up as the damage is regenerated. She sort of smiles at you sweetly. Ultimate attack? This is what I'm talking about. It's unsatisfying, right? An anticlimax?
You might want to take another look at it. This magic 8-ball, it can interfere with any sort of fate, any sort of interference with time you have.
So you've taken my ability to reset away. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you won't be able to recover that mark. You might not have done a lot of damage, but just you wait till I get a few more in. That was just a freebie. And I, like, crack my knuckles.
Well, I might not be able to rewind time. I'm still a morsel, you fool. All I have to do is kill you on this first try.
Go ahead and try it. And then, I still have, like, a bunch of the cue balls from the earlier fight just, like, floating in the air. And I, summon, like, a cue ball, and I whack it next to me and start launching balls around to attack her from every direction. Specifically trying to get the 8-ball to hit her again.
Okay, roll for your attack here. Because this time you're, like, trying to launch it at her specifically in a physical
Yeah,
sense.
I'm trying to hit the 8-ball again to make it warp through time again to smack into her.
Okay. I mean, like, let's be honest. You have to hit a 2 here. There's no way you're not. There is possible for you to miss this, but it's
not because he has a +1.
Typically not.
He has a +1, yeah.
Oh right, yes, so it is actually impossible. So yeah, you managed to, like. So it goes off into the future, and roll for your attack. I would say again. Well, whichever one of the two you're aiming at, I guess.
Yeah, I'm still aiming at her.
Okay, so you. Where on her are you aiming for? What's your target here?
I'm aiming straight for her neck. Even if she's immortal, hitting her neck might make her recoil a bit.
So with that amount of damage, you strike her in the neck. Maybe even harder than you anticipated, because it goes through her neck and fucking decapitates her. Her head flying off. But it swings off into the air, stops in the air, and sort of slides back down as though there's a fucking invisible slide, reconnecting the heads to the body. And she just sort of cracks her neck. Problem? She says, like a big for the sake.
I just smile at her, and I'm like, you know, I was just thinking to myself that killing vampires wasn't enough for me recently. I've never taken on an immortal like this before.
Killing vampires, you fucking Pulp Fiction protagonist. And this time she reaches out, like usually from what you people who do know her would expect. This is like a gesture she uses, like pulling out a little notebook or something. She reaches into her coat and pulls out a sawed-off shotgun, which she points not at Yuzo, but at Hayden, who's down on the floor. I don't want you pulling that trick again. Sorry. And she is going to roll to shoot you with a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's so her accuracy, because this is basically like she's like the cop from the overarms manual, basically in terms of her stats. It's Dex +2 for her, so it's 1d8 +2.
Mine was a
7. So Hayden,
can I
how do you want to
interrupt?
avoid this shotgun blast?
So
Can I interrupt?
Oh, go ahead.
So can this just just in terms of flavor of how it goes out, could be that Hayden sprawled on the ground, and as the the pellets are coming for her, they somehow bounce off as if in the air with shards of ice, like White Album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Iago had stepped in to defend Hayden, which was how she missed.
And almost like missed her, they ricochet into her body, but are immediately like spat out by her immortality. All of you. This isn't what you're supposed to be doing, she growls. And she turns it now, like, this is not like even strategy at this point. She's just pissed off at Iago's like general existence right now.
Aren't we all?
Bruh.
And she fires another round at Iago,
Oh shit.
which does hit. And damage is intelligence +4 for this sort of stat block.
What was
She's
Iago's
a rider. How
HP at again?
smart could he be?
Hmm?
Wasn't that max?
Yeah, you're at max, I think.
That's 20.
Alright, how much damage did she do? Because what's your defense?
It's a 4. Oh yeah, it's 6. 6.
So you
yes.
only take
Level
3,
up.
so you're like 17 out of 20.
So it's a glancing blow. Like it hurts like shit. You did get shot most definitively, but it sort of grazes you, like maybe past the side of your face here. Like there's gonna be some scarring, but your head has not quite been blown off as intended.
Iago remembers this vintage movie from decades ago, and she figures
I feel like
referencing it will piss off this writer who's surely seen it. It is but a flesh wound.
You can see a vein on her fucking forehead.
Stop with the Monty Python.
I love Iago.
And with that, we will roll for initiative here. But as you are rolling for initiative, you do see the light of the Havoc moon that's been tinting the city for the last couple of weeks seems to have grown more intense. When you look up at it, it's almost like the Havoc moon has grown closer, specifically to where you are right now. Almost like as you're fighting, it's drifting towards the encounter. So Dex plus
Hey,
speed.
Stigma, we rolled the same thing. Do you mind if I go before you, specifically just because I have a plan?
You
What?
will anyway because your dex is higher. We've just been doing it as whoever
Okay.
has the highest dex when it ties.
You're cutting out for me.
This one is for you two.
Good. Fuck you two.
Wow, thanks, man. Fuck you, me too.
And then what did Samantha get?
Samantha's just going to roll her dex, which is 1d8. A lot of sevens. And they have the same dex because they
Yeah.
have the same person.
I would just
you two
assume
will
you
go
two.
first.
Yeah.
Are we still doing the thing where, like, we can let someone go before us if we're cooperating in attack?
I'll.
Since the enemies are at the end of the initiative anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but you can if you want, I guess.
Hayden, what do you have in mind?
Alright, so I think Hayden picks himself up and he's like, how many cue balls are around?
There are about, I want to say, actually, how many cue balls in a set?
So there's normally, I think, 16 pool balls and then a cue ball. But I didn't know if you obeyed those rules or not.
Bill. Yeah, follows the standard rules, yeah.
So Hayden is gonna grab a couple of the cues.
16 balls, yeah.
So he's gonna grab several of the balls and like hold them in Slothrust's arms, and then he's gonna hold an action. And what I'm planning to do is, based on Yuzo's attack and what's needed to make it hit, I'm gonna throw the balls with the 8-ball in such a way to make sure that they can ricochet and hit the target. So I want to manifest that as like advantage or like a huge boost to his accuracy and damage if possible.
I'll give it a +3.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with my turns. And he's like going to throw the balls out as needed to like make it in the right position.
And what I'm going to do, Tanhony...
Mm-hmm.
So it's a +4 accuracy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, once again, ricochet these balls around and smack the 8-ball to have it send it into the future. But what I'm going to do here is not attack her. I'm going to attack the spear to try and like knock it into hitting her.
Okay, it's sort of on the stand's back at the moment. That might be difficult, but I'll let you try.
Can he knock it so like the spear stabs into U2 itself?
It'll be very at the angle it is. It's not, the blade is not in a position where it can cut in from his current.
What if I attack from like under it to like make it like shoot out, like kind of like when R2-D2 launches the lightsaber, kind of like that?
Ooh, what if we all did a hear me out? What if we all did a team attack? So how it would work is like Hayden's positioning the ball so Yuzo can hit. Yuzo knocks the spear off of him. Aigo uses flaming lips to carry the spear, and then Billy portals it in such a way that it can stab into.
This is like how it's strapped to his back right now.
Right. So hear me out. He makes it so. Wait, is it carried by a literal strap?
Yeah, but there's like a white strap that's formed from his back.
Oh, okay.
So like. Aigo.
So what if we have flaming lips attack the strap?
Yeah, and then he can knock it, and then Billio can portal it, and we're all cooperating to try and get this thing to stab you.
Wait, I only see one. I see one potential problem with this.
What's that?
What if the spear going through the portal destroys Billio's stand?
But then wouldn't it get lost inside the portal anyway?
I don't have it. I don't have to have it go through the portal. What I could do is, if the spear is like free falling, I'll open a portal and use Head Like a Hole's tentacle to grab around the spear and stab you too with it.
That works for me.
Yeah, that'd be better.
So I imagine since we're all going before the enemies, anyways, we're all doing this as like a coordinated team attack.
Yeah.
You can do that if you want. This will take all your turns if you want to do this.
Yes, I say let's do it.
Ready.
We're all synced. I imagine we all like lock eyes for a moment. It does that anime thing where it's like 4 horizontal bars with different
time for an all-out attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, but now you have to start playing Persona 5 music.
Yeah. Let's get that copyright, gamers.
We've already got it. Like I've stopped caring.
So the way that this is carrying out, flaming whips will destroy the strap, and then what?
Then Yuzo's gonna knock it off his back, and then Billio's gonna grab it and stab him, and Hayden's contributing
Are you doing anything?
Hayden's contributing by throwing the balls in such a way to make sure the future 8-ball hits how it needs to, which is manifesting as the plus to
can you just
accuracy.
like post the steps to this in the chat just so I can comprehend them?
Step 1.
In the chat, please. I have a record to refer back to.
You guys need to talk then to fill the silence while I do this.
Okay, well, yeah, we are.
I also
flaming lips, swarms up and down, the body of you too. Freezing it over while trying to get the strap out.
Okay, so you're going to be using an ice attack against the strap to get the body at the same time.
Basically.
I thought you were going to burn it.
I mean, why not both?
Okay. While Aego's doing that, Billy is going to open.
I burned the strap and then try to freeze you too, so it doesn't patch it or anything.
Right. While Aego's doing that, Billy is also going to try to open dozens of portals around the surrounding area in just to throw off you two and confuse them. There's one close to him. That's the one that it's going to be coming from. But there's just like dozens of portals surrounding him. just so he kind of doesn't really know what's going to happen.
And then, you know,
That's why I wanted to fucking say it.
I just meant like a quick bullet point of like what each step in this plan.
Darnell writing his thesis on why we should one-shot the stand.
Alright, that's exactly how it goes. Alright, we're assuming it works.
I like to point out that as... Wait, I like to point out as the plan goes out.
How many fucking more steps are you gonna add to the fucking plan?
No, it's not a step, it's a detail. He says, time to divorce your soul from your stand.
Oh.
I love you, Igo.
So, obviously, determine which one of these are actual rolls.
So I imagine Flaming Lips rolls once or twice to burn the strap, then Yuzo rolls with
attack
the...
roll first for the 8-ball.
Oh, okay. Don't we need to burn the strap off to hit the spear off? Because the 8-ball...
Step 2 is fire the 8-ball, so we got to fire
Yeah, but the 8-ball manifests in the future, so while it's, like, disappeared, he would burn the strap, then it reappears.
Yes, but he's going to do the roll when in the attack first, that's how we've been doing it all until now.
Okay.
Step 3. There you go. Attack roll.
So
I'll give each of you a... Okay, I'm going to be a fucking bastard here. All of you roll a d4, because that's going to be your modifier for this all-out attack.
Alright, well, my contribution is just giving the plus to him, so can I just add my d4 to Yuzo's?
Wait.
10?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
I rolled a 4.
We do this in the roll chat, because I'm trying to, like, just get this time together here.
So he rolled a 4, I'll put that here. Yuzo rolled 4, and then I'm also adding my bonus to him. 1d4. So Yuzo gets a +7.
Me giving you my Hamon connected our spirits.
Hell yeah.
So basically, it's going to consist of 3 attack rolls.
And then Billy, roll a d4.
It can be Yuzo. Yeah, so the execution of the plan will be Yuzo will do an attack roll, I will do an attack roll, and then Billy will do an attack roll.
Right, but then the actual
full
order...
success of the plan is all 3 of them, but like the parts of the plan can still succeed.
Right.
Even if it.
But like chronologically, Aigo's goes first, then Yuzo's, then Billy's. Because the balls
launch of the attack is going to be the accuracy first, though.
Yes.
So Yuzo will roll, then Aigo, then Billy.
All right.
That's a 12.
Well, you also got another +3 from me, so yeah.
+3, so yeah, that's...
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Whatever, it hits.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then, Aigo, you got this, you have a +2, you have 2 chances on the roll. Don't fuck it up.
You already rolled, my guy.
No, well, he gets 2 chances, right? 2 actions a turn.
Okay, you can try again if you feel like. So the first burst of flames, I do it. The second one does the strap.
Holy shit!
There's a strap, and then I believe, to understand correctly, the 8-ball then appear and launch it off his back, right?
Yeah.
As aesthetically, I'd like for Aigo to try freezing you two, up to his neck.
I'm not going to allow that because that was your second action you just did.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Then it sort of launches away. You two sort of whirls around to like look after it. He's surprised for the first time in this encounter. It looks like he's been pretty chill.
Billy,
and it's like goes between the different balls of spear, despite how that doesn't quite work with laws of physics.
Billio,
because it's fucking sick, and that's
we're fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We don't care about
the spear somehow instantly snaps in the next direction when it bounces from ball to ball. The portals open all over. And Billy, it's time for your attack roll to see if you can grab this fucking grab and stab.
And you get an extra +1 from your bonus, so you have +2 on this to hit.
I'm rolling for damage or accuracy?
Accuracy.
And you have +2 instead of +1.
Because there is always a chance that he does block it, remember? So yeah, you grab it. Will it hit though? Will it fucking hit?
He rolled 16!
But is it going to do the damage though? Because he can still block this.
Oh.
Does the +1 affect my second roll?
I'm not going to lie to set the second roll.
Oh,
it will not.
Otherwise, I'm just handing you an automatic victory. I feel.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Oh, I hate it.
Fuck
yeah!
Oh, thank God.
It was a fucking masterpiece of combat. Like, this is like everything you guys have all gone through, like together. This teamwork. Yuzo and Billy, you know, met before in your lives, but even your teamwork that blossomed on the roof of that house like 10 minutes
ago. You have
that
Jujutsu Kaisen moment where you imagine you were best friends all your life.
Yeah.
He was my successor, so, I mean...
In another life.
And as Yuto's about to be stabbed, like, he like looks at Samantha's like, watch what... He goes, watch what you're doing, you stupid bit! And then the spear strikes him. The gold cracks. And he explodes. He doesn't even explode off, he just vanishes. Like, he gets fucking deleted. And Samantha whirls around. She legitimately didn't see that coming at all. She's like, shocked, but she's also like smiling a little. Because, like I said, she can't resist the hype. She's like, what? Oh. Oh. Shit.
Sorry, the first few 8-ball attacks were to try and mislead you.
Billy's surprised that this actually worked, and he's going to turn to her. Just this hulking, half-nude man. It's just approaching now down the highway.
I guess collaborative articles are better than solo pieces. That one was just to piss off SCP fans, sorry.
So, as you are taking that step forward, Billy, oh, I was trying to think of something. Billy Ultimate.
Billy Ultimate. Billy O'Shea.
Billy Ultimate.
It's
Billy you now. It's Billy you now.
Billy Omega.
Oh my god, that's good.
As you take that step forward, you sort of realize everything is very pink around you. Like, blindingly pink. And you see... all you've been so absorbed in this team attack, Samantha also doesn't seem to realize. You all turn around and realize, like, hovering next to the highway, not even in the sky, is the Havoc moon.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
It's like almost like a giant eye looking at you all.
God damn it. Was that not enough to thwart this?
And Samantha, there's like tendrils of light spreading out. Like, this is all taking place like a split second, but it feels like slow motion. It's like latching onto each of you. And as it's happening, Samantha, suddenly full of like, oh shit, jumps up and she's like charges at Billy, firing a shotgun, trying to grab this fucking spear off him, like her life fucking depends on it.
Oh yeah, if you stab the Havoc Moon, that'll end everything.
Well, what Regina Carter told you is that if she stabs the intelligence at the center of the Havoc Moon, it will be gone, and she can then just replace it.
Oh, so we don't want that to happen.
Well, yeah.
So we're playing hot potato with the spear.
Yeah, so she is she's gonna roll a quick. This is like her last fucking chance attack at Billy here.
Show her what it means to be Billy Ultimate.
So Dex +2.
Hey, Billy Omega.
The I Alpha and Billy Omega.
Yours is good, Stigma, but I feel like Billy Ultimate's gonna be the one that sticks.
She did the maximum possible roll, but unfortunately, the game was rigged from the start as Billy's initiative is 12.
Hell yeah.
But
Billy still opens a portal on his hand, sinking the spear into it before she's able to grab it out of his hands.
You can seal the spear before she can grab it, but she sort of like leaps at you, like almost like ferals are clawing at your face.
But it's like when fucking Giorno takes the arrow, it belongs to Billy O now.
And in that second where she could have grabbed the spear off you, everything is engulfed in pink light as all of you are taken into the Havoc Moon. And like, you don't see this, of course, because you've just become lost in the source. But the Havoc Moon like expands until it's like a dome covering the entire fucking city.
Oh shit!
And everything fades for us as our omnipotent viewers to black. So
I think my last words before this happened is: was this not enough? Did we not stop it?
It turns out she was the only thing keeping the Havoc Moon in check all along.
I want all of you to decide, because you're going to have like 4 little scenes here. Like, you're being separated basically. So talk among yourself. Who goes first?
I'm happy to volunteer if no one else wants to.
Yeah, Hayden could go first.
Yeah, sure. I'll go second.
Also, can you guys remind me? We do not want to stab the Havoc Moon, correct?
We absolutely do not want to stab the Havoc Moon because that would
I
let her
mean,
take
if he
choice.
did stab it, we would all become gods, I think.
Why don't we want to stab the Havoc
So
Moon?
the
again?
Havoc Moon is its own intelligent thing, but if
Right.
she stabs it, then she basically gets to take the power, and there's no intelligence controlling it. So right now it might absorb and kill us all, but then she wouldn't get the power.
Why would us stabbing it give the power to Samantha though?
Tan, you're gonna need to
Presumably
explain
she
this. It
has,
was your
Imagine it's a chair and there's a guy sitting in the chair. If you stab the guy sitting in the chair, she can like rush in and jump on it.
Okay.
I
All right.
think
So
his-
just
I- oh.
close proximity.
I
Like,
thought
it's
your
not a
question.
100% thing. Like she will get, it, but it opens the possibility.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
Hayden.
think I'd
I
rather
can
leave
go
that
after,
possibility closed.
Yuzo.
So okay, so who's going first then? I'm confused.
Hayden.
I have a
Hayden,
question.
open
though.
your eye. Okay, what's your question?
If we kill the Havoc Moon, we all lose our stands, right?
It could be.
Would she also lose her immortality granted by the Havoc Moon?
Could be.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Continue. Let's see.
You open your eyes, and the pink is gone. That blinding pink that felt like it was like going to burn your eyes out is gone. You're in a dark bedroom almost, and you recognize this as your sort of childhood bedroom when you were there's like back when you were in high school, judging the posters and stuff on the walls, and you can see like ahead of you, like at a desk. This is like nighttime, lit by a lamp. Your younger self, like studying furiously, sweat pouring down his forehead.
I watch over him for a bit, and then I just kind of stand next to him and look at him as he works. And it's almost surprising because he can't remember the last time he looked or felt like that.
Your phone buzzes in your pocket.
I pick it up.
The caller ID is David Buddy.
I answer it.
Why does it try? Asks Dave Buddy's voice from the other side.
Did
What?
Dave Buddy fuse with the moon?
Dave Buddy died. Tragically. It was really sad. Dave? Is that you?
Why does that thing at the desk keep trying? I don't get it.
Well, because he wants to accomplish something.
What does it want to accomplish? I don't get it.
Well, back then, he just wanted to accomplish what his parents expected from him.
But it didn't accomplish. Does it want to do it again? Does it want to keep doing it?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I've been so busy, just trying to save everybody. I guess I never really thought about what would happen outside of the Havoc Moon game.
Outside of? Does it want there to be an outside of? I don't get it.
Yeah. The Havoc Moon game's gotta end, Dave. Dave?
See, there's silence, but you can hear breathing on the other side, like almost frightened. What happened after that?
When I was there?
What happens after this? There's not been an outside for a long time, buddy.
I think maybe that the Havoc Moon game, I thought it was kind of funny that it put people into teams, yeah?
Funny.
Yeah, because what's the difference between teams killing each other or people just killing each other on their own, right? But then, throughout the course of the game, I got to meet Billio, Aego, Yuzo, and you, of course, Dave. I think maybe the Havoc Moon game is just doing all this because it's alone. And it wants to be with people. And I don't think it needs to give people crazy powers or immortality to do that. I think there's a better way we can write this story. With no one in control.
You blink, and the you at the desk disappears. We will then go to. I'm just going to go down through the list from Hayden downwards. Aego, you.
Why
open your
I thought he
eye.
was after Yuzo.
Oh, sorry. Did we go on something else? I didn't realize. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yuzo wanted to go second.
Yeah.
Yuzo, you come to this, and you wake up this like in the desert. This is a assignment you had a long time ago for the speed recommendation, one of your first, even. And you were tracking down a gang of Stan users, but by the time you found them, they had already like argued over their newfound powers and killed each other. You're standing out in the desert, like almost like this is in Mexico. Just a lot, very tinted orange, let's say. And just the dead bodies and bleeding, like just blood taken on the ground. And you were not yet sort of hardened by this point, so this was very shocking for you. And you suddenly find yourself back here with like faceless Speedwagon Foundation operatives, like collecting bodies and tagging evidence and things like that.
I remember this. I like crouch down next to one of the bodies and I run my finger along along the puddle of blood.
As you're doing this, the corpse of this sort of older, bald man turns its head to face you like a twisting of its neck and goes, "Why does it remember?
Remember what?
Remember this."
I look up to the sky. I think this was the first time I realized what it really meant to be human.
What does it mean to be human?
I didn't really live my own life, to be honest. I guess I'm not really too different from Hayden in that regard. I kind of followed in my brother's footsteps. I always idolized him, but at this very moment, I think I realized that I wasn't my brother. And I take my blood-soaked finger to my lips and I lick the blood off. Because when I saw all this blood, I realized that I liked it, but I knew it was a bad thing. I think at this moment is when I resolved to save as many people as I could, because what I feel when I see this, I know it's wrong, and I feel like I have to make up for that.
It decides itself.
Yeah, I guess it does.
And as you sort of reach that resolve again inside yourself that you felt back then, you blink and all the corpses disappear, just this featureless desert once more. And we're then going to go to, well, it's up to you, Iago or Billio.
Iago.
Iago.
Give it to him.
Let's give it to him. Let's fucking kill him. No.
Kill him.
Iago, you open your eyes. You're in a dark.
We've had enough of you, Iago. Biden blast.
Dealing with the moon. You're in this courtroom, like this is not a real courtroom. This is like a almost blurred.
He's finally paying for his crimes.
It's like a blurred like mishmash of every courtroom you've ever like been in, like for your like these divorce quick cases. Like on either side of you are just like not jurors because they're not gonna find you guilty.
Like shouting parents and crying children.
Yeah, but like faces, like many faces, like blurred over each other. A judge sort of sitting back, looking down at you with like, "Have you seen this man face?" It's like, and he looks down at you where you're standing. You feel like very small here. The windows are just completely pitch black outside. Like this is like a nightmare realm. And the judge looks down at you and goes, "Why does it continue?"
Why does what? Your Honor, why does what continue?
Why does it do things that do not go well for it? Why does it say things that do not come out well? Why does it not stop?
Your Honor, it has never slipped up once. I'll have you know. That's the word
Guilty.
is fact. F-A. What? No,
No,
I'm innocent. It's innocent.
How is it innocent? It hurts.
All hurt.
All hurts? All things
Sometimes, as he's thinking back to his childhood, you know, the screaming, yelling, all the plates
Oh,
smashed afterwards. You have to take the broom and clean up. Sometimes it's better to just end the hurt.
All things hurt each other. It cannot be avoided.
It can be stopped.
But does it stop?
For a time.
And with that, you two sort of close your eyes and sink back into this dream sort of state as the jurors, well, not jurors, the people at the court fade away into like watercolors. And Billy, you open your eyes. You're in your apartment, back home above the hut, our favourite pizza joint. But this is not the hut as it is present day. This is like when your grandpa would be your grandfather. And you can sense that he is with you beyond the closed door in front of you. That seems to be like an impenetrable barrier for you. And you can hear him moving around on the other side of it.
Granddad? Yo! Hey! Granddad! And he's going to try to open up the door.
It's locked and it does not open no matter how tightly you pull at it. Does it miss?
Gran!
You hear from the other side.
Huh?
Does it
turn
miss?
around? Does what miss?
Does it miss me?
Yeah, Gramps. That's of course I miss you. I mean, that is you, right?
If it misses me, wouldn't it be better if I was forever?
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
No. And does Billy still have the spear at this point?
You do have the spear.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna like clutch the spear closer to my chest. No. Listen, I'm starting to understand what this is, and I don't understand a lot, but this isn't the way to do this. Death happens for a reason. I mean, even I get that.
A reason? What reason?
Well, it just has to. Things have to end. Everything does. And you have to accept that. It's just a part of life.
Part of life.
Yeah.
I see. The door slides open. Beyond it, you can see a vast pink field, like an aurora borealis of pure Havoc moon pink. And lying on this black space in between, your friends are picking themselves up as you are all reunited at the heart of the Havoc moon.
And Billy's going to walk forward and, look to the group. Are you guys real?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, only one way to find out. And he pinches Billy's cheek.
He feels nothing as he is in the prime of his life.
That little tickle. I take
Well,
it
you're still here.
Take it you guys had those not so pleasant trips down memory lane too.
Oh, I thought I was lucky. I thought I was the only one.
Honestly, it could have been a lot worse. Wasn't what I was expecting.
I just give like a sad smile and I say, unfortunately, I hate to admit that I enjoyed mine.
But you go some Ferris wheel or something?
Not quite that elegant, I'm afraid.
Well, I suppose we're inside of the moon.
Yeah.
Right?
And as you hear that, you realise that what you presume to be an aurora borealis of pink is not that, but a wavelength that moves as a great voice speaks. And in it, you all hear a different voice. Hayden, you hear Dave Buddy. Billy, you hear your grandpa. Iego, you hear the judge. And Yuzo, you hear that corpse as the Havoc Moon speaks. A final question then. Does it wish to win, or does it wish to end the game?
Havoc Moon, I think life is kind of like stories. The fact that it ends gives it meaning. If you just keep giving people powers and making people immortal, and this keeps going on, then it's all for nothing. It's just endless pain with no value to the journey. But if you can end things now, turn the city back to the way it used to be, then our lives will have meaning. Your life and your story will have had meaning.
Yeah,
What is
I
done
go
cannot
chimes
be
in.
undone, but there can be a
We
lever.
can be the
I-
last ever winners.
After Hayden says that, I just sort of shrug and I'm like, I don't have the same philosophy on life that Hayden does. I don't really care if anything has meaning or not, but the fact that people are suffering and dying because of this game means it has to stop.
What did the Havoc Moon say before? I didn't quite hear.
It cannot be undone, but there can be a leaving.
I think a leaving would be for the best.
It's all we've
I'm
got.
also in agreement. You should
What
leave.
would happen if one of us just said, fuck yeah, I want to be immortal?
I think that is what Ayako said.
What I said was, we can be the last ever winners of the Havoc Moon game. It can end after we win.
Hayden elbows him.
What? Don't we die? Wasn't that one of the
Rights of the
conditions?
victors are absolute.
No, ignore him. It has to end. We're no different than
I agree.
Samantha if we try to be the winners.
Samantha, that one, she still is in her own vision. She will never understand it and never leave.
That's fine, because as long as she's still alive, she has the possibility to understand. If you leave now and put us all back,
Yuzo chuckles after the Havoc Moon says that, and I'm like, and he says, for someone so obsessed with meaning, it's crazy how she doesn't see the truth of her own visions, right?
I do not understand this, as I am not intelligent enough. But perhaps one day, after the games have ended and there is much contemplation, there will be another form of communication. Perhaps.
maybe
He does not know.
rather than as a master of games, we can just meet as friends, Havoc Moon. But it has to stop here. You have
This
to leave.
thing must think on this. Are you sure you do not desire victory?
Pretty sure Billy O knows a nice pizza place for us to hang out at.
It's a combination pizza and Chinese restaurant. And
Exactly.
What is
yeah.
pizza?
It's food. You've probably seen us eat food, right? Or drink.
The stuff.
Yeah, these
it's
guys
great
mooch off my fridge all the time.
Havoc Moon, I
I will
think.
contemplate
Tell you
on
what,
pizza
Havoc
as
Moon,
well.
we can show you all the food in the world, and I promise you it'll be better than any game you can come up with.
Perhaps one day, once this one is contemplated, it will eat the pizza.
Havoc Moon, I think.
Listen, Havoc Moon.
Oh, go ahead.
You're being pretty reasonable, right? You're
Where are you going
Talking
with
to
this?
us.
Where are you
Okay,
going
you're
with this?
leveling with us, communicating. This is good. Don't you enjoy talking to us?
It does not know.
Okay, well, do
I
you
think-
feel like this is a waste of time?
Time is not limited. It cannot be wasted.
Do you feel anything?
It does not know.
I think, Billy, that we should give it some time to think about the ideas we gave it. I think it's a little unfair to press it for an answer right now, isn't it?
It will
I
go
guess.
I
and
mean,
fly and think of feelings and pizza.
humans spend their whole lives thinking about questions like these. I'm sure it's the same for strange purple moon godlike entities.
But it'll stop, right? You'll stop the game,
I
right?
leave and the game leaves with me. I will shred it into paper and it will never return.
That's for the best.
Okay. That's good.
Then
No
I
one
wish
wins.
you farewell. I hope you enjoyed your
we
Havoc
can,
Moon
we can be the
game.
last winners.
Shut up,
Sorry,
Aigo.
guys. He is drops out first.
I love the idea that Iago completely missed the point of all of this.
Aigo's character arc never happens.
You all
Look, if
almost like
that
something
was his
out of
motivation for stopping Samantha.
almost as like something like a sci-fi movie. You are beamed fucking down from the Havoc Moon. It's now sort of leaving the Earth. It seems like and flying upwards, and you reappear, all of you, inside the hut. Presumably because you made it think about pizza.
Are we still able to manifest our stand?
You are.
Okay.
I look
Captain
over.
This
Well,
seems like
here-
it took Samantha with it as well. So rip her.
Oh, that's a
Rip
shame.
Bozo.
I could have.
I look over to the three of you and I'm like, okay, so I was out of the loop for a while, busy fighting vampires and all that. Was that an alien god?
I think so.
Something like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I thought the Havoc Moon was a more childlike entity based on its texts.
It kind
I
of
just
seems
think
like it's. I think
does-
it might be a new being of. Well, new relatively speaking. It seems like it's trying to learn more about the world in much the same way the fish once did when it crawled onto land.
How long has the Havoc Moon game going on again, Tam? Wasn't it like 100 or 300 years?
Around
or
100
something?
years.
100. Yeah, so it's pretty new.
Yeah, I don't think it just doesn't think like us. It doesn't
And
understand.
if it's as immortal as it say, maybe even the next 100 years will still be in its infancy. Who knows? I wish it luck on its journey, though.
Me too, man. Me too.
Wait a second. And Billy's gonna bring out Head Like a Hole successfully. We still have our stands. Does that mean that everybody else does too?
I spin an object ball on my finger and I say, sorry to admit this for now of all times, but I had my stand before we started.
What, you played in a Havoc Moon game before?
No, didn't get it from the Havoc Moon. Had this one naturally, I'm afraid.
Wait, stands existed outside the Havoc Moon game?
Oh, there is a whole world of stands you don't even know about. I can take some time later and brief you up on it, though.
You know,
Hey,
I-
For now,
Captain
though-
Morrow.
Huh?
Murray's not
I'm gonna
here right
steal the-
now, but your phones are buzzing because like your friends who like woke up on the highway are trying to get in contact.
Oh yeah, all right. Well,
Right now, I think we've had enough of exposition dumps and philosophical ramblings, right? Right now, I'm just hungry.
Same.
You in particular, Hayden, you have a text from Jerry that just says this.
Let me check general. You dead? I text him back and I go, I'm alright. And then in the second text I say bestie. I think Hayden's still a little bit sad that Samantha got whisked away, but it might be for the best. I think it's time to go eat, revel, and then I think if there's some sort of epilogue, I think Hayden's gonna ask Yuzu about that organization he's with and maybe join up.
Yeah, so you do catch up with your friends before like, in between here.
Hayden will return in Avengers Endgame.
It's like you did catch up with your allies. Alexis has definitively lost her stand, sadly, but she plans to go on sort of like a spirit searching journey to regain it, like Bradley regained it. Well, he got a new one, but the same sort of thing.
I do want to check one thing with her if I can.
Absolutely.
Just to confirm
Yeah.
the game's over, I pull up my screenshot of the Havoc Moon game ad.
You pull it up, and it seems to just be a mass of like image junk rather than the legible text.
Sort of not.
And as you've been sort of recently, like a lot of the people who were recently given stands, like non-native civilians, that got like weird shit tier stands, those seem to have disappeared. So maybe through your own sort of individual resolves, you became capable of wielding a stand through your own emotional developments.
Ah.
Wait, do they remember what happened?
They do remember what happened. It's fucking national
Okay.
disaster.
Do you know who didn't show up to the All Allies call and who we never heard from again? Radiohead.
Radiohead?
Yeah, Radiohead apparently left town.
Radiohead's like on a yacht.
Is Radiohead even a friend? Because it seems like
He paid you to do a job which you would you
I
work
imagine
out?
Radiohead as like an ambiguous Fallout New Vegas character.
Exactly.
Look, he's got his own agenda for a future.
Only
Yeah,
the foreshadows, man. Think.
Tanhony, I've wanted to talk to you about this for a while, but I feel like Damian Drake would want to ally with Radiohead.
Absolutely, that's now kind of in the background.
Billy's gonna come over to the group, wielding pizza in one hand and like a thing of lo mein in the other hand. He's gonna be like, "So, we technically won the Havoc Moon game, right? Like we had the best outcome here."
Captain Murray's like scrubbing the deck as if he's a bartender. He's just gotten back for his bartending job, so muscle memory. Well, I'd say that the game ended without a winner decided. Although
Right.
I certainly feel like something of a loser.
Oh, holy
feel
shit,
like-
is that Captain Morrow? It's been a hot minute, dude.
Yes, it's me. I saw that you came in a helicopter earlier. That was quite something. Chariot of Ragnarok. But I
I've
do
always
feel as
tried
though
to make a
my
fancy entrance.
infinite lifespan has sadly become finite. There's only so much time I can put into working at my 12 businesses.
Nah.
Well, I bet Billy-O's looking for a job.
You want a
No,
job?
I think I'm fine.
I love being a
We're all
neat.
good.
He throws your mop. Get to work.
Listen. Oh. Iago,
He shoots his killing intent at you. I said get to work.
Igo tosses Willio a mop while he.
A second mop.
He's-
Dual wields.
No. Igo starts rubbing his fingers together, thinking, lot of messed up stuff happened. A lot of breakups on the horizon.
God.
What?
Iago's a fucking monster. Holy shit.
I love how Aego's the only character who refused to develop, but it's hilarious.
It's his resolve.
I think he's like the token evil party member.
He's amazing.
Wait, how is he evil? He's not killing anyone. He's just profiting off of.
That is worse, as far as I'm concerned. You're a capitalist. That's the worst kind of evil.
Iago, buddy, you're a reasonable guy. We won the Havoc Moon game, right? We're winners.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
We did what
means that,
Bradley, that asshole, couldn't.
I look over at Hayden and I'm like, you see how I felt now when the games first began?
Yeah, he's just like, I'm so fucking sorry, Yuzo.
Iago, I think that we
And
me
Igo
you-
goes, business will be booming. Pizza's on me.
Oh shit!
I
All
think-
right,
I think
yeah.
that's the kindest Igo gets.
And
Iago.
we zoom out of this pizza place as you all enjoy pizza with your many allies and friends that you've made along the way. Despite everything, it's been a journey. There's been some horrible trauma, but also good friendships
You wanted
made.
to say, despite everything, it's still you. I heard it in your voice.
I actually didn't.
Oh, okay.
I actually didn't. That's
I'll
you.
believe you.
That's all you. And any closing actions before the campaign comes to an end?
I think we should have an epilogue scene where we throw the spear in the incinerator.
Yeah.
Finally.
Burn that motherfucker.
Well, that's if you want to throw it in the incinerator. You
Yes.
absolutely can. I'm not
Yes.
gonna So yeah, you throw it in there, it burns. The spear borrowed so much from so many people though.
After it's thrown in, only then does it occur to Yuzo that, wait, hold on, this could have been useful to the Speedwagon Foundation.
Too risky in the wrong hands.
Oh, well.
Feel like
As it's burning, I think it would be funny if Billy opened a small portal on the bottom of the incinerator and another one inside the suit of his vest pocket.
Interesting.
Just to,
I think
just in case.
I think for Iga, strangely enough, soon after he takes in like maybe 3 times the clients as usual, a strange anonymous charity opens up for runaway youths from troubled homes.
Oh, despite everything, despite his best efforts, his character developed.
I like how in Iago's world, a terrible crisis did not bring families together, but tore apart 3 times as many families.
This guy's
Hey, he's helping
divorce
those
lawyer,
people.
Don. He knows how it works.
I think what I think happened is that Iago realized how bad he looks to everyone else and
It's anonymous, so
doing
you've got to do that.
he's doing charity to make himself look good.
Wow, my
He's
first
like Mr.
non-tax
Beast.
write-off charity.
He's like fucking Mr.
Oh,
Beast right now.
There you go. I know this is your heart.
We love Stigma.
So yeah, I go checks for charity while he brings in the big books. How much of the big books go to charity, like percentage wise?
That is legally confidential.
Of course.
No worries. Well, what is Hayden? What, all you guys go through one by one and tell me what your next steps in life are going to be.
Assuming Yuzo takes him, I think he's finally figured out what he wants to do. He wants to help people and stop destruction like this, and he wants to join Yuzo at the Speedwagon Foundation.
Yeah, I take Hayden on as like my apprentice.
Hell yeah.
Imagine Hayden at fucking boot camp suffering.
Yeah, he's like running, like sweating.
He's like, please, this is still the first push-up. It's like Captain America.
I think
Come on, you're a gamer. You should have better hand-eye coordination than this.
Yuzo says on your left after passing him like for the 5th time, and he's still on the same lap.
I think after right before Hayden goes to boot camp, Igo passes him a business card and says, with a hand on his shoulder, just remember,
if you ever get divorced,
you ever need a place to go, my agency's always got a spot for you.
I appreciate that. Maybe I'll take the bar one day, but I think for now, I want to help Yuzo out. Plus, I don't think I'm going to need to get divorced. I mean, now that Samantha got launched into space, I think that was like my last romantic prospect.
Wow, that is unfortunate.
No way, we're expanding. Igo Enterprises, we're expanding, Robert.
Married? Why do you need a lawyer to get married?
Well, he doubles the priest now.
I guess to write prenups? I don't know. That's like slightly less evil than a divorce lawyer.
We're going into copyright law.
He's going into elder law like Saul.
No, we're going into copyright law.
Oh, perfect.
Copyright
You'll get to
law,
work on this episode.
I'd imagine a few weeks down the line, Billy would come up to the crew and just be like, "Hey, guys, I just wanted to say thank you all." And yeah, me and Alexis are kind of going to go travel the country. She's trying to go get her stand back, and she wants somebody who's capable to protect her.
That is not what Alexis would say.
That is
the opposite of what Alexis would say.
Billy O.
Yeah, I imagine the actual reality is Billy O's like, "Can I come with you?" She's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, no, he's secretly stowing away in the back of her car.
Jesus Christ! Walrus cannot listen to this episode.
To be fair, that is something that would happen in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Alexis would never beg a man to come with her.
What happened is Billy O had too much to drink one night, and he accidentally poured himself into the trunk, and then he wakes up partway through the...
He play along from that point. It's like, I can't admit I just fell into it by accident.
I can't wait till we meet Alexis in like 10 years, and she's married, and like the guy or gal she's married to is like the complete opposite of her.
And well, Yuzo, you're obviously helping Hayden get into the Speedwagon edition, but I imagine like you have other pursuits as well. How are those going to proceed?
I think for the time being, I'm going to continue looking into other disasters. Like the Havoc Moon game isn't the only threat. There's always going to be another Dio out there, another Poochie, someone that's trying to wreck shit up, and it's up to since we have like the power, we have the responsibility.
Words going around about something called a Grail War. No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, you're on the lookout.
It was caused by Spider-Man.
And we find out that in the newspaper there's a new crime lord on the West Coast called Joe Dio coming up.
Fuck you.
I will let you know right now, Yuzo would not care about the drug ring. He is not Giorno.
Fuck Giorno.
Yuzo I think I've said this several times, but Yuzo hates cops so much.
But yeah, as you look at there's always something to occupy your attention if you're looking out for danger. There's reports of a sea monster in the Atlantic Ocean. There's strange going on.
Oh god damn it!
Canary
Is
Islands.
Notorious big out there?
No, it's like reports like a sea serpent or something.
Oh, okay.
I totally
and,
forgot about Notorious B.I.G. What had happened to him again?
He got tossed into the ocean, and now he's just wrecking shit in the middle of the Atlantic.
What was his ability again?
Unrest in this,
It was a stand that attacked everything that moved automatically.
Oh god.
But it was the fastest thing.
And there's unrest in the state of Lee as well. There's always something to occupy your attention, Yuzo.
That
Which
big
means you get
serpent.
very
Oh,
little sleep.
God. Is Yuzo investigating fucking Starbuck right now?
He's investigating a lot of shit. But there's only so much time in a lifetime, as we've all learned. I'm trying to bring us back to the moral.
Yeah, go for
There's
it.
only some hours a day, and as you all go to sleep,
Um,
you all look at the same moon before you go to sleep. It's the same world, and it's the same pink dot that now orbits that moon, as though there's something always contemplating there, trying to figure out what to do next. We freeze there, and it's Jojo's Arc 3. Finn,
Play the ending song!
with the fucking ending song. We never
I'll be
agreed on
the
this.
roundabout.
Okay.
Or any ending song that would be fitting.
And with that, of course, that is the end of Havoc Moon.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Tanverse Part 3. Havoc Moon.
Yeah, thanks for having me on for the final part, guys. Sorry I bailed out so early.
Thanks for coming
But-
back for the final
Hold on, it's
part.
playing the actual ending from part 6.
Next week, part 4.
No. I think there will be a hiatus from roleplay games for a while, and then Tan had an idea, and I also wanted to run something maybe. We'll see.
Well, you know where to find me.
But even if it takes many years, I do hope we return to the JoJo world, because we've actually built up a lore and a canon now.
Hell yeah.
3
Yeah,
fucking
no,
campaign parts.
I love that Starbuck and
yeah, we
Damian
did.
Drake are just out there.
In true Iraqi fashion, we've set up plot points that will almost never be followed up on.
So-
Billy has the spear. Hayden is with the Speedwagon Foundation. Iago is Professor X. None of this will ever be.
Somewhere in
brought
the
up ever
distance,
again.
we see an old man in a fancy suit on his deathbed, surrounded by loving children and grandchildren, and he says, "Truly, 10 out of 10 fanciness."
God damn it.
That was a character from Part 1 whose ability was solely to rate how fancy
He also
things
appears in this
are.
He,
part as
he
well.
showed up in this part.
He did?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He was at the banquet.
Oh, so maybe
With
he
the,
doesn't die of old age. I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
He
presumably part of that
rated
cult.
our fanciness to get in.
Is he alive or dead, Tan?
You know that he's alive and well.
He's alive. I
And
was just
after
kidding.
he decimated the cult's leadership, he's, let's say, the new leader of the cult.
Oh, God.
He's in a cult?
Well, he worked at the cult. We don't know if he was a believer.
I'll make this
He was
world
the
10
door-
out of 10
Doorman.
fancy.
Well, it was never 10 out. It was never out of 10. You could just give you like a number.
Do you think our guys are still alive in, oh fuck, what was it called? The island.
Lee?
No.
Lee?
Part 2
They're
island.
alive.
The magical
Oh,
island,
part
Lemuria. Do you think they're still alive in Lemuria?
Yeah, they left Lemuria. They were only there for like 3 months from their perspective, if I remember right.
Is that how it worked? I thought only Jack's, or not Jack.
Wasn't it like, wait, it was 3 months from the
No,
outside
at the
perspective?
end of it, we followed Catherine back to the real world.
Mhm.
And then we all got on a boat called the Leviathan and sailed off on another adventure.
Hell yeah.
I still have the letter saved on my Google Drive.
Well, like I said, it's probably gonna be a bit of a hiatus, like with some stuff in between before the next JoJo part. But, like, I
Hiatus
already have
mode.
like a sort of James Bond style part in mind for that,
Oh, okay. That's fun.
like spy fiction sort of thing.
Man, maybe it's because the campaign lasted way too long because of all the hiatuses, but I'm like weirdly attached to Hayden almost more than Samuel, almost.
Yeah, I didn't get to use
kinda
you
feels
so much.
weird it's actually over. Like, it's weird. This is weird.
I know.
Still.
We've been
I
doing
didn't
this-
get to use Yuzo much, but I really enjoyed playing him.
Mhm. How do you feel about Billy, your
I-
first roleplay character, Dean?
Fucking loved this campaign. Like, honest to God, like this could not have been a better like first game. And I chalked that a lot up to like Tan's DMing experiences, but like you two are just so on point with like not
I'm
coming
glad.
out. Like,
I'm glad that
eased into it as time went on. Like I had a lot of. I'll definitely be down for any other campaign that you guys want to do, but especially like any JoJo one. Like
yeah. Dune,
what?
I'm glad that our characters hit it off like basically immediately after that first confrontation.
Yes,
Perfect.
I'm glad to have met you.
Yeah, like Darnell was prepping me to deal with like idiocy, but
Yeah, because
I mean,
before you entered, his whole thing was like Aigo and Hayden were like acting stupid, and he was like the straight man. So like I was like, oh god, he's gonna be like an idiot again, but it worked out beautifully.
Okay, to be fair, okay, that the dynamic was different. When Billia was around, like Aigo kind of had become the straight man, which that's how that's when you know the IQ floor is a bit low.
right, exactly.
I can't believe it's over, and it took so long. This is like one of the longest running campaigns I've ever been in time-wise, not session-wise, but time-wise.
Yeah,
put it
it's
in
very interesting
perspective
that you
how-
mentioned that you want to do like a James Bond style JoJo campaign, because I'm writing something very similar.
oh fuck yeah!
Like not like SCP related, like at all. Like it's like like a web serial. I haven't published it yet, but I'm a few chapters deep in.
I would
and it's
love to read that.
what you described. I'm like, yeah, this is almost exactly what I'm writing.
All right,
I can't
guys.
believe you're
Most of the
ripping
world.
off Tanhony.
We have to stop
Go ahead.
we have to stop the recording so I can publish the video. So how about we all do one final goodbye to the audience?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone say JoJo.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
being our fifth beloved character, everyone.
Bye.
Yes,
It's so fucking cheesy.
arrivederci.
See you later,
Thank you
Cowboys.
for watching, loyal Havoc Moon viewer.
Yeah, all three of you.
All
Banker,
three of you.
Banker, Good Day, and that other guy whose name I forgot. That June stands.
What you?
Blue Light. His name was Blue Light. Blue Light, Banker, and Good Day are three loyalist fans.
I hope you enjoyed, guys.
All right, see you next time.